at the German national team now, and also I want some about Jumadino also. Yes, Arsenal and the Abrante fans Bruno Gomes. I'm gonna argue on personal terms. Abrante so they're likely so between Siakai at the Arsenal details and more of that deal no eba Chelsea so yes almost. I'm gonna Abrante. Your friend say a Maxim Elecra and so we na ofri Crystal Palace abisia kan e de ama Chelsea we say nyame adoma next season I babe room no Chelsea be leaky goes to pa because akwawe on said anya de and so on some ha ye de eba rodin so yeso betimi ago and also undergo minor surgery Ebra World Cup and so ban so what that means is that I ran to the surgery now. Premier League no start here. On also me and started games no Mfama Man City. And also I want some no I don't know. Na yes Pop Guardiola so say final anya catch Italy for say adwuma no ontimi and so enya and also honsam our ha ye de edamo our dwumadie no. And so Yabefia Ghana Premier League 2026-2027 season no Yami Adman so says September 4th to 7th. Now May 28th to May 31st 2027. Now I don't make us officials no and so etimi aba na Osha week 1 na interesting games. WB United and it commences Asante Kotoko. Right there, baby. I'm on a newly promoted side. I'm also etimi abayin league ni mo omobo against Asante Kotoko. House of Folk abobo against Brekumu Chelsea and defending champions. You're from Sami Diema. I'm also no ombeko away to a dream Chelsea. And the first thing na no ye kwaba na mnisamu bisa say na the super class nyame ya adoma da ben and also abobo Kotoko House of Folk and also ye kwaba na etimi the surface no and so etimi edi amamo this and many more and etifo yatena Friday edition of Nhyira the guitar passosa ya bobo ni na no na yedi Abraham nemum gise gabi the foreigner edi kan dia eko eye amaneni na ene Fatilo, good morning.
Good morning, Richardo.
Now to say,
oh, Yamia Dumu, now swear.
Yamia Dum.
Fantastic.
Me say,
I'm on crab because no matter see me.
Me the Don local food and drinks.
Aye, the Don. Odogu Sadik.
Me am a Don.
Wow, Don. Now so or restaurant.
The only Don.
Ewo amokum. Amokum park one na.
Okay.
One man no more. Now no pay. Almost share from Mumfre Niagro. Okay. Almost share Juma Yabona and we intro the Krana and pay also we did the pache. The two package now. I told you, I know shit. Richard, J.
And Mimi Dini.
How would you?
Okay. The Don local food and drinks.
Yeah.
Packaging is here top notch.
More fried rice, more yam, or fufunia, pepper soup, jollof fries, me pacho gani baby or
pounded yam. Fufu and eba.
A local.
Okay.
A local.
Starch and wheat. Pepper soup. Wow.
Ten and sharp was team nina.
Since your breakfast in
it.
From the Don.
Tim and I Jeff Jizzy. Go stream your YouTube and Facebook. You know, so sharing an opinion. And tell you the pache. Ti the Don, yeah, that's a power.
The Don.
I want Sandra
and the buy.
Chief chef for one.
Okay.
T 0242 631 108. I'm no man.
So pay the any be dia. 0242 631108. Wa sentimentem ha.
Amakume ya dia.
Opebi papa bia fa onuma. Ede na bibia hye dia. At the Don local food and drinks.
All right.
About say the answer be bien come. If you enjoy humra. Et for garbage am the account in it.
Bema would
meaning baby episode the
that's a minute.
Free.
Okay, bro. I'll pay Meko Italy. Na makwa about Italian football. Also, per story, Ebano clearly indicates say the likelihood will say Pep Guardiola ebekwa the Azuri national team no very low. One shakra ANC by virtue of the airco. Because Rich, initially the Italians felt to say minya kwenti Giovanni Malago, Semeka Giovanni Malago on the FIGC president. Minya kwenti nensemwa okan or your interview wo kronach this Galatio. Na the interview no ye no. And no chemu say Italy for now FIGC in Ankasa. Almost a lot of challenges, especially financially, almost huge financial constraints. Now, huge financial constraints now, Ochremuno. And Ochremu say, Italy qualify one qualifying Fanco World Cup. No. Sir, offer no operational cost, any other cost, a day abre FIGC na. Totalia estimating around 34 million euros. Hence, Omo Bokayi. Into Omo Ankasa no challenges no elho. I mean, say winning Italian football in its entirety Ankasa no. The challenges are almost a facey. After Saka show Polino, Bepem ne. Italy intimate fan into my pancasa aim fry. Into rich. Or kind and Ochemu say because of the level of Mopesomo, Edu game no econo. Omo believe say Nipa of faith into the profile, the category of coach or Mepese or manager of national team no. It's Pep Guardiola. Into no, they would want to go extra mile. So in as much as Omonim say, Sikasem eye issue kesiye pa no. Ombepe se, ombe kwa bro omo ho den so. And reach out here story na about ni ahwe say, no me ready so ombe ma Pep Guardiola 10 million euros. And only sika nka so omo ready say ombe be ma Pep Guardiola. So it tells you that looking at omo current situation, omonim so omo ho den pa omo assess niema holistically and realistically. Omo believe say omo ho din ye pa no 10 million euros a year or a season. We cry the national team cry the a year. Rich, what's here the Pep Guardiola and so a demand there because currently he's on sabbatical leave. Now what's here the Pep Guardiola a demand there no demand for at least 20 million euros a season.
Double of the Italians in the Bamano.
Exactly, man. Double of the Italians, no, a day, man. Rich, say, okay, say, oh, by virtue of that, dear, a trend say, dear, not Guardiola airpen. Guardiola person, babe, the highest paid national team coach in the world. Reason here very simple, because currently the highest paid national team coach in the world, Carlo Ancelotti, or coach Brazil national team, on no 10 million euros a year, and he said. Italy cried decided so almost 10 million euros a year. Almost the number the same bracket of Carlo Ancelotti. And it tells you that really almost appreciate Guardiola level ni ye. But Rich, Guardiola also in person, I believe he said no 10 million euros no enye enough and farmer me per double of that. It's certainly Obeba the highest coach in the world, national team coach in the world. Rich with him, Obebi sound on say a nice strategy and a Pep Guardiola. AUC, and they catch Italians, they say, are you interested in the job or not? Because just a nice way of saying, say, I am not interested. But on person can straight away. Hence, on say, told out to me, and OB, even radio cry any day. Obet me as you be. Obet me a ball figure be pa. On say, realistically, on show position. Why explaining your man swatch and Manatias say, this is my position currently. So, Nippon him say, Abu way the station on to mean Chiampo. But on also Ferro on to mean cancer say me ready some year Jumano. To on canisano or Babu drama bo. Till the Abequa is okay, a Sikasemuntina, Yentimi, Anya Jumano. And to be from that perspective. And that's what Bessan say, Rich, Unim, Guardiola so Yentias said before or the Man City, a Jumano air to Guardiola was earning 20 million pounds a year, but also a idea. 20 million pounds a year. So it is also understandable, say, well, by virtue of the fact, say, Ansan or the Man City Jumano Airton, he was earning 20 million pounds a year. So say, or just that amount, you know, which is around 23 to 24 million euros a year. It's rich. It tells us, or Bob was born in a way, no, or no, so he's right. Because rich, or then a certain level, and the number baby any demands a cost. Because of that level now, we do say, Obi already 20 million pounds a year, almost 24 million euros a year. No, such a person oh kwa pena also who said you know so within that bracket because rich OTI baby away adwuma dru said you brand ho any said your multimedia eye ne niam ye edema no wo ba bedru a certain stage saving ubefi multimedia mpo akọ baby a eye if say nipa ni betimi match up to sa level na owo ananso obey abro sa because of the brand and everything any niam a wo enjoy and no sanity and also from that perspective almost say clearly Gadiola enye se ebia adwuma ne nso na ompe enti se wan kwanko ye adwuma na certainly a basic asem and FIGC president nso am very clear say number one priority Pep Guardiola because returning say free Guardiola level na two coaches omudi abamu ye pa Andre Pello and Roberto Mancini now you analyzing here maybe ni enhade so for be say Andre Pello obaba be fa Juve Obai no do omoje Coppa Italia no do omoje Super Coppa Italia as well. That is the Italian Super Cup or do omoje and also and offer now on the basis of that within 1 year or one season now would never the perspective of Pep Guardiola within that context no clearly won't say emu wadodo miles ahead so the next person I can ask him Roberto Mancini now obaba be for Roberto Mancini me remfi say Mancini enso edne hu ato a certain level Rich or the Inter AJ leg no 3 consecutive seasons. And ya no nkwa me remfi so baba be fa Man City e do omo gi EPL. Ono na di Italy AG Euro 2021 no so be care e on e sad no with Italy. And ti ono nso e wo a certain level. And me cry in person they honestly so far by virtue of Pep Guardiola and achievement as a coach at club level there. Rich Ahono clearly obro papa so because winning 41 major titles including La Liga there or about 2 or 3 winning 2 Champions League titles with Barca was the Champions League title with Man City was did 20 titles with Man City emu treble ni ade nyina eho so Guardiola no a certain level but okay say oh but national team level, so perspective now, Rich, then you will begin to appreciate Roberto Mancini. Senka u sheni ye passe, when I bet Italian job nase, and Roberto Mancini. Minimum so me ajina because Guardiola for national team there. Yeah. Already Mancini is an Italian. Send check Italian football in history and for Italy national team. Almost successes virtually. Almost coaches. Only since Italy national team ever. Only 2 coaches and they have foreigners. Obeka this Herrera man. Obaba befa Inter. No more friend is over before. Inter domineering period. What Europe no. 1961 no. He was the manager. And Obaba befa Hungary. Lajos Chesney. Ono so befa omu team no. But omu nyina no be any honu mo otimi edi omu. Eji recognized trophies. And even Italy na ankasa no. The coaches and the 4 trophies are waje. FIFA World Cup trophies no. E yo mo ankasa nkrofo na gide mom. And omo history no, Italians na omo bra omo abo no. Omo esa de ne dia mom. And Roberto Mancini is an Italian. Rich Patch also at the point na say, odo omo ko 37 games unbeaten. And ti so hwe ne yie pa na, se nye bi omo ko ne do pa say eye Guardiola the name Guardiola no. And omo ko do pa na because even with Guardiola no, you ask yourself say how are Italians view football? Son of Guardiola view football. Said you're no person.
Football philosophy.
That is the point. And put your walls apart.
When
the point because Rich, we all agree. Say per one national team about from ye pana Italy. The past 3 World Cups are yakunyano. Italy nyakwa maybe. At a point, Bosnia and Herzegovina team you will play off. And you're so sad. So clearly, offer Maximilian, offer our national team level. No? Baby, I reduce your Baba Bedra. You say apart from me, ye pa. Hence, I also almost say any ama for bro. Say, Utie Roberto Baggio. Minya Quine, Unsa Baggio, and an or no technical director. No.
and I later Baggio decided say or the adwuma no to only reason ti or the to reason or the to no na 900 pages ba me nko ni nyina mu ketewa bi na me di ama me highlight reason ne ba ko ne say Italy ball na ebo no try say be invest in grassroots football no cite Spain as an example and to mean say be as part of reasons into Guardiola no e kan or the Spain and a reference point say the Spain academies near the invest no try some best side and some person game no e san so back into life no national team no epeja share side ni yi and yema o tire no pet top class coaches and so and Oshaniema Obobo Swa Saniemano Italian football FIGC no any ready say on best Saniemano no before no dear Jumano eto said the direction of person econo and cause the man say bro say now by Europana and Camino name say in time past Nanka South America Argentina Uruguay and Brazil dominate world football no no reality check no Nanka Germany. So I my point. And Germany and Italy, and then to some extent France. But from Titanidia and Italy, Germany, and an army Sardian. Now England be about 1966 back. Okay. So as so sad so more about do this level. But rich yakasanya my way in idea no musia and no ya part one. Near Sanso Bison said so. The Azuris now in terms of talent, do they really even have the talent? So even a top class manager. So mama may jumana. Or bet me as Sanya man.
So start from the grassroots.
That's the point.
I started from there.
Because
the Germany here yes. 2014 World Cup.
Exactly. Spain IAB.
Spain's IAB.
France IAB. And no say when you cause audience because what's the idea? First and Italy dominate world football no. Mistake no. Now about buying top stars every abontine.
Okay.
Now do aba. No aba be adwuma. Even last time World Cup no back 2006 no. It was an aging squad virtually now kwa Juve any AC Milan players no. And prepare towards the future. And invest to a grassroots football. Adwuna massa audience so. Enti bro I can't know more bedroom this level.
This is the part one.
Exactly.
Probably you be a part two of it.
Exactly, bro.
Me know you are 100%. Me Italy for no come here more. You see, financially, we say muscles anyhow. Anyhow, for so no there. Anya Ukrum need you consider near.
Perfect. And also, I
mean, you understand the Italian game. And already say be more 10 million over to
and bro, last coach called J trophy. And Richard Made, national team players call on. Do not your mom win his high heroes.
But anyway, that was the part one. So probably we have a part two on it. Nah, getting common at me at the Amama Insurance 4.5 FM. Minim baby episode the
that's a minute. Okay, bro. And I'll pay. Meko Italy. Na makwa about Italian football. On say per story no clearly indicates say the likelihood say Pep Guardiola kwa the Azzurri national team no very low. One shekra ANC by virtue of the airco because Rich initially the Italians felt to say minya kwenti Giovanni Malago semeka Giovanni Malago on the FIGC president. Minya kwenti nensemu a okan or your interview wo Cromatch Despagalatio na the interview no ye no and o chere mu say Italy for now FIGC in Ankasa almost a lot of challenges especially financially almost huge financial constraints. Now huge financial constraints now o chere mu no and o chere mu say Italy qualify World Cup no sir offer no operational cost any other cost they abre FIGC na o totalia estimating around 34 million euros. Hence abokayi into ankasa no challenges no eho I mean say win Italian football in its entirety ankasa no the challenges are facing after Saka show poli no bepem ne Italy entimi fan into mapankasa fry into rich or kind and or chemu say because of the level person edi game no econo believe say Nipa of fit into the profile, the category of coach, Ombe Pese, Obe manager of national team, no, is Pep Guardiola. Intino, they would want to go extra mile. So in as much as Omunim say, Sikasem eye issue kesiye paano. Ombe Pese, Ombe kwa bro mwa denso. And reach out here, story about Nhyira say, no me already so Bema Pep Guardiola 10 million euros. And only Sikanga somewhere ready say the Bema Pep Guardiola. So it tells you that looking at current situation, someone who they assess holistically and realistically. Believe say who year 10 million euros a year or a season. We cry the national team cry the a year. Rich. What's here the Pep Guardiola and so a demand there because currently he's on sabbatical leave. Now what's here the Pep Guardiola a demand there no demand for at least 20 million euros a season.
Double of the Italians in the Bamano.
Exactly, man. Double of the Italians, no, at the man. Rich, sir, okay, sir, call by virtue of that. Dear Etrani say, dear not Guardiola airpen. Guardiola person babe, the highest paid national team coach in the world. Reason here very simple. Because currently, the highest paid national team coach in the world, Carlo Ancelotti. Or coach Brazil national team. Or no, they get 10 million euros a year. And he said, Italy cried decided so almost 10 million euros a year. Almost the number the same bracket of Carlo Ancelotti. And it tells you that really almost appreciate Guardiola level ni year. But Rich, Guardiola also in person, I believe he said no 10 million euros no, and enough and farmer me per double of that. He certainly Obeba the highest coach in the world. National team coach in the world. Rich him. Obe sound who say a nice strategy and a Pep Guardiola. AUC at the catcher Italians they say are you interested in the job or not? Because just a nice way of saying say I am not interested. But on person can straight away. Hence on say told out me NOB even radio cry any day. Obet me as you be. Obet me a ball figure be pa. Also realistically, also position. Why explaining the man so actually manati as say this is my position currently. So nipa ni say a boy way the station on to mean triampo. But on also ferro on to mean can't say me ready say me adwuma no. Ti on kan isa no obebo agyina mabo. Ti de ebekwa akwa ni so okay e sikasem ntina ye ntimi anya adwuma no. And to be shown from that perspective. And that's what Bessan Shane say Rich unim Guardiola also yentia say before or the Man City adwuma no air to on
down as probably the best CAF president ayenya. And I love Nkofa omoba dwumadie so a they impose their personality. He's a businessman. And oba the business aspect of CAF obia can bear witness to it say improvement massive. Say what you say what to private jet from South Africa now come meetings via as the CAF president he's going to negotiate a sponsorship deal. And on negotiating sponsorship deal we are Obama Bekacho so many sponsor they are two side way so into free ne chrono sika say na baba county the price money ne sika me de mamo in participating no a free this level echo this level since I'm by on record every competition beyond the CAF have seen massive increment in terms of sikasem even including participating fee. Mbaye, I think I can be 3 days no more start your Mba AFCON no. Minimum 16 teams never could participate, you know. When you're crying your $150,000. And he has done very, very well with the commercial aspect of your game, you know. Now, there is a small similarity, and just small, it's major. There's a similarity between Oye CAF president and it's Oye Ghana GFA president. Because unim under you, and Kofwa, Rich, they don't really appreciate top administration. Enti omom wo wasero. The way omo one. Ebema wa bre e wo top ho. Me ye sure pass mo chepe nyaya. Enka people will
invest into infrastructure and go for be investing into grassroots football and go for be investing into proper administration. But I never obey. Under him, he takes every tournament to Morocco because open the best spectacle for the tournaments. After Morocco, focus on my power. Won't go see at the end of
yeah, bread, the beer Morocco.
I didn't obey. As a CAF president, what can you do?
Infrastructure is in here.
You can't do anything about it.
In Africa, they we not for them, South Africa.
Yes. There is no way Mochepe and check Ghana say Yensi World Class Stadium. And you know also catch and you know also catch Sudan. And you know also catch Equatorial and you know catch African countries and say mo football no muni standard stadium. Anya we cry under him. He made sure say meet the criteria, you will not play in your country. And that is the best he can do. Enforcement of these laws. And see, adding. So where Africa, any the way young pay investments now, it is very, very difficult to be CAF president. And nobody bowa, way. Rich anya crown. Sikana or the competitions in the mono. At the end of the catcher member associations, any clubs, any omomuya and CAF. For instance, Sawe Kotokoye has. Kanina na woko Confederations Cup final no. Nesika na winni den no. Rich say na what say e increase yakobe 800%. And then I catch will say today if you are able to enter and do or you get money. Into who no so you no me yenya Mochepe na say obeso won sade wo you no me yi. Now as the CAF president, what could you have done with Africa more performance at the World Cup? Look, politically, in terms of FIFA world football, you because you have numbers. Now you leverage on those numbers to get a lot of slots at World Cup. And then what you be 10. 10 World Cup no. At the end of Mochepe betting to make sure that Ghana, Senegal, Tunisia, they will qualify to where? What can he do? You qualify on your own merit. Eti who dey na beche baby akwa do. Mochepe can do anything about it. Enye bibia dey kwa question no. But see what tournament ni wie. Now see, you hold this stakeholders meeting. Na ye njunjunu your performance no na ebia baby ejiri say ye hear improvement no. Ye gina njunjunu. That is the best he can do. He is an administrator on your footballer. He can only think about a new man to see no one so and he say that is the best he can do. He can't go beyond that. Because I don't know Baba Bono Park so the amount. Now Rich, are you not so surprised? Say there's an African that thinks like Mochepe to say, look, I want to leave when the applause are high. Tamo be able my basonom. Me metina ha me tetem emma the normal CAF politics no me bo me legacy bi ama ye bia ngu because me nam mukura sisi ya no omo mbe so medi ma de no me so say bi mo tete me trying to find fault with me. It is how many nights and money was on me call me there me di me 2 term new year I am off. Say be people will remember me for what I have done and the legacy I bet me building. That is the kind of president you want. Se ko bi abeti mi asuana man ya enka agbena
mpasim bia abia mo bom nsem na me come
be say anoma oche
diaso
a ojebo enti he has done his bit. Everybody will remember him. The last thing America say I think said during the tenure as a CAF president and the only problem that disparate committee decision on the AFCON way no. But again, Rich, say enya Africa hani a conspiracy theories di bebrea. Again, a CAF president betimi aye with these independent bodies, you know. Because
we hear new head coach now and a reporter method as woman sweating command meeting in ano woman opinion the other Patrick Fiara and adding command now and command Patrick Fiara adding now as some person with the team in the man of fair one so yet to man the Massacre Mano and Kobaka Crab and Sakas woman Dean Commando and Commander Quadimia Palma and Commander Patrick Fiara and some Ayaja to Mr. Obaba Tumano and the Massacre Mante and opinion of Baba Sedgman and say and the Massacre Kadiama 1 or 2 beer as almost put in place now for Robert agreement no Robert Retia and then Kobaka Kwanso Fis Seneca at the upper to media so I quote you to Comadia ma Menko Prep Gotola and not that Mebaba was a Prep Gotola I got Itla Banasa ana afe no sasa obaba bedia adwuma na 20 million no wo mon tobo sasala we no wo mon tobo sala we ne dia and obaba be adwuma na very simple at the ama the Azuris of Italy and ya no kwa afe obanso a wo ma metena Italy ho and ya nabushafo no I was Spain ni adinti no wo ba kwa ba sa wo beti ase a adwuma no be at the ama no pay reporter men saka asa yesi pagodola aya na adwen sa adwuma ko na hunya biem esansa person nya time with iron family ebia a year on and nobody decide say be obeba coaching job mu a wa ba be fa djuma bi aye entade en kobeka kwa mensaka e wo djuma de so nti la djuma no de ni amete ani nkoma na mawiem tase pegbotola wanya kasa djuma no ntibi nya na sa ani en kobeka kwa e ba e wo djuma de so na ani na wo ko yitila nipa ba ko mo de so bo no pa no aye Carla Ancelotti ezansa Ancelotti mu wo gidie pa se anka yitini ni ba de obedi adjuma anka twen na ya djuma from the Azuris of Italy na eno mo re Carla Ancelotti na tese preso ana opeyin wo ya djuma no wo mo e kasa sa anka Ancelotti nyambocha ana nkomedi sa coaching job we de mana anka nya sa afi na djuma na ba beton pa ya wo mo pe coach e dia ma wan kasa wo de de anka djuma no I very simple na ko no sweat ma ya ne ya reporter e free Italy ade aba e wo djuma de so afi ma men ko Germany na men ko kodi nkoma kakra no ada meka to sa Shanking Club and omedi adwuma no beba no na makwa kodi nkoba kakra awo aye Germany adwuma no omanya adwuma no entema ma twani was Chris no so no mo be wo panya ne de Shanking Club ha wo manya de adwuma no adwuma no na Shanking Club akasa ankoba Shanking Club adi bani wasi yankama supporters ha wo mo Germany enyina ntiase se adwuma no oba begia ye na ye supporters ninti ana oba begia adwuma na aye na mom dia on pepa ye se waye bibi na nkoye na German fon betina ba bi na sabe wo modi ho ntansa ene wo abufuo ade akwakoso na busia so dia wase abasa dana no begia adwuma no ode so waye bibi na se nkoye na se Germany mining pe supporters ne pe omfro no Shanking Club na omon kante na nimpen wo betiase na onim kwa omfro so omodi tomatucho anso ekomu anom nim kwan a wo me di junior no girlsman anso ade afamo wo ne ye Shanking Club wo no ade ompe aye sabe abodina keka no so amfana busuamam wo bedi na tamakasi nanim enkonkodi na busuatam wo so ote se German ni babi anase obi akeka bibi di afana busuam ne ba anase bia na yere wa dana no beji adwuma no ade ato ane yankoba kakwan so a but Shanking Club ade ba e wo dwuma de so ana no pe no ya kache kakra de amande awonkoba kakra na anya Shanking Club nkwa na ana wo me de adwuma na ade ma no reporter mensaka ese pe metasaka wono so mama na adwuma na wono no oye managing director ade ama German Football Federation no wono oye adwuma ni nyina ade amamo asaya managing director enkoba kakra mensaka ese no ada anatasa adwuma ni yom nyina wiewie but time omo pa Shanking Club ntoma ene no open na nya de so beton de adwuma de wo manya German ye so ni Shanking Club ana ba be adwuma na ni reporter mensaka one in the contract no to 2027 and tiani aduma me ama payment asaka anti yanko anime yan free Germany na yanko Madrid yanko din koba kakra me ko Jose Mourinho na makwa kodin koba me bato Jose since so started Madrid aduma no ya say ado de Madrid the boys in the form pa no aye routine aye physics nkwa na once I back here Madrid e ba beto that you be chasa Madrid the players in the ball aye ball na if 68th minute econom na players no my emre enti ya so mu kwan be fa so tani players no ya say so say mo we no ba and training na wode o ye nyina na ya high tempo ana test wode mante na efam and you say wode players ni ya double training kwa say na be o ma hu ade ne be koso ye wo mu so betimi anya condition na e betimi abo mo ma say league ni satia e the players no mu sia kan ya brebia embo makata ne reporter e free man da katen so de aba ma men kwa Argentina men kwa din koma kakra Nicolas Otamendi reporter men say kan ya so ta also retire now from the national team and koma kakra ni I saw Blanton wo gidi say ade a why jama Argentina man job ya no aye 139 matches and boy what the World Cup bako what the Copa America mienu ana falasima no so no what the bako and to fi say aduma ni nyina sin koda no emra metwa so nya aduma no from Argentina man no and your reporter men say kan atese free Argentina and na no pere mi di hu nkoba kakra e dia man na ma men ko London na men ko ya aduma no kakra wo England me ko Arsenal kate na wo ko Arsenal pato reporter men say kan say when a brand the dey Bruno Guimaraes wo mo say agreement to mo nya rete na do sikana wo mo si Newcastle epenom and omuncha danya ni nyina beta yasasna so omo the first bid adeko sa bid we omo de komunim sefa but omo ka chen kofo so omo nyintum 70 million pounds 70 million pounds no bid Arsenal for ade eko omo se omunim sa nya din ankofo no abeka se so beta abranto no omo na reach agreement personal agreement terms ni na condition wo manya ni nyina with abranto no akasa ne sika no beko se sika no ko se Newcastle for enya de tum se kimdia and Dina so Bruno Guimaraes won be wiawia bibia anya hwekwa de by Monday and na test omo pa branta no ntoma as an Arsenal player and your Bruno Guimaraes nkoba kakra efia koda na kati edi aba me pato nema so obi ani ne fiasem me pato tedi nema what's obi ndi the fiasem na obi ahu asem du hu nkomo ene ya dia nema ediba woso no nkwa na no da omso ni team Santos Boboko no e wo game o kwa akobo ana ya si plan ya de nchino onhwe na won timi nya very fully fit na emwe team no ezansa uhe ma na nkata se Copa South Americana wo mso akọ Venezuela na ja o makwa kwesi akan enso e wo ho ana ya tisa ya se nema nya de so bekobi ni eso on telefe no onjuju no ho onye training kakrakra se na be ya hoade ne baba wo mso mu hu nema na tese nema to podcast ya obo na eno na supporters masa hakate na ya yo yina no ya yo yodom ni yo senior jaza umpe ye jawa na wo ya dia open na jaw mu soja e de gu nema so na eno na no anwumire nema eko training ewo Santos wo mu training ground so wo ye training wie na tese wade baba tu dwa so kam obi ata se wado so be hu se wo baabi eduto no ho a enye ze bia wanko training no ana ze bia adwuma so ye as a player na Santos bobo ko no nya anu aso de wakọ akọtena baabi wo se bia wo ye training na wi ope baabi aduto no ho anu hu sa manfo bo poka na ja okọ so okọ akọtena poka na se kakada we ya sembe no ye bone ben anu ye so bia ni ne fiasem wo abeka no asem no eya ho anse no akọ no nema sampato ja nema ede ba ena no panie atasemi ketre kakra anso ede ama oni na ma menko itire menko komo boboko no na unim se komo ya se league na sia wo mu ko Europe wo mu ko yetuma no ene aduma nso apla ama SAS Fabregas into mu ya players ha wo metimi di o makọ Europe na ano na yeso o makọ Chelsea akọ nkoma na nkoma mu ko di wo Chelsea ni nyina ya se SAS Fabregas ko no so se taman fo mu nim dada senior player legend mi anama bai na mu wo tabo taloba ho ma hu sa mu toto le kra mu ni adade nti akoda no mumfa ne mfa mame na eda omna meboa komo boboko no yasa ase Chelsea Chelsea shadan Chelsea ana wani abrante di nkobo yasa talo ba de wate ase we besi akan ade matima ni dina di komo enti mpempe ya make se kwada akora ne tense komo for ede bid ede baba ada so mbedwie bibia na we betimenya akoda no na yasa komo for say we metra 25 million euros and a fixed air price no metra other air 5 ede account as add-ons afe deal ni na be 30 million euros eno ye deal o de ma Chelsea sa wo monti na branta de de Chaloba emesa kan from mo and you say na to the Chelsea be a Chelsea be 30 bin ne e de atuma na say be a Chelsea for enso be so ma dwena ne reporter mensa kam e wo dwuma de so na no pe no make it de ma min ko city min ko din ko makaka Josco Vadio wo no City player reporter mensaka say was a long term contract where city boboko no and team anya de sa brante no wo firi hɔ ne adwuma no be kama e de amakat no yesi Jerome Doku so no wo mama ne improve contract as a document I ready ni do no e be and till 2031 and also sa do no ma hwe mu wie wie nyina tesa brante no e de pen esi paper so avo mu so bu wi a one player ne de aka aya brante de tin e de Abdulkader Kusanov wo mu so eso mo man 5 years ade aka contract no mu biebie mum ade ama akoda no sane be ono so the next one no ne signs no betumi ayakama ade Manchester City boboko no ane a reporter mensaka atese na no pay me break kakra and so ade ama now away from that no mame call Luis de la Fuente na me kodi nkoma kakra god no head coach ade ma Spain man no Wobo ana anti World Cup in a player Wobo Spain ama muti aya World Cup non under player to say Abrantani dina de Ferran aya Torres na I don't know opena kasa dia fa Ferran Torres was it the amount for aya di tia Alvaro Morata no anu abi anom ye dia tia Ferran Torres was it Ferran Torres o mu andareti die pa wo play o mu andareti na bo no onim ni po atese eba numbers a wo betimi ama wa aya Ferran Torres better what's a man for ne ayi mu ye mu debate mu ye analysis na ana wo Ferran Torres no ye good dia better wo sign as a top striker and na wo pro bi dia kan na papa sa dabra ka wo sroma obi a wabo ama Spain ade World Cup dia san sabun mu ntwa so esensa brand a good player where a player high quality a winya no team amasa wa wie enti sa ade na makeka na ne numbers etre player mo so anyade ne numbers etre so ye good nti ade enti na mo criticize branch the team and so ade Ferran Torres anom enko baka kwasa Luis de la Fuente ade aba ewo tuma de so na no pe no je katire anso ade ma mame ko Sayad Mala anansa wano ye player ade ma FC Colombo boko no na akoda we makwa akodi na ti kakra yase Borussia Dortmund akosa nkomunya Saida ankombe pa akoda ni ye pa wo mo koy wo mo se wo mo kwa 26 million euros and ye fixed price wo mo de 8 million abaka hom ano conditioning atase I don't know ababa saniema tutoya bonuses ni ade and also about Canada and commit to Massa Brantano, who can in the say in there somewhere around 34 million at Tessa Munso Panasa, send your man to bet to Makoye. Now, yes, it's our paid no the coin, team and dinner at the FC Cologne as a Said Mala, Nitio Party, 50 million euros in T. Borussia Dortmund, and you're ready to make 50 million there, and your Munchomona, Jawai Redinum, I'm not made 20, and yes, Said the reporter, if I could anakati adi eba na mamenko ya Maxina La Crosse minya kudano nkoma kakra na oye player as a Chelsea ani edineti ye pa and Crystal Palace boboko no yase full agreement Chelsea anya rete ene ya Abrante be ya medicals ene ya Chelsea be ananso Abrante no Abrante de Maxine Lacroix go baba be sia kan e de ma Chelsea na 60 million euros ani eska Chelsea every reporter mensaka say 15 to 10 to 15% say so na no so wa Abrante the contract so tama wo fit Forsberg ebanum ado chesa Forsberg bo ko so benya skaka na no so atime abo ama chesa Forsberg e de man so akoye de ama no Chelsea ne Maxine Lacroix e de efri na kate e de eba maminko itire minko di nkoma kakra Roma boboko no but no cry Milan minko AC Milan na AC Milan wan say eba be ko World Cup no Abrante de Rafael Leao enya ba be kan say wono abre AC Milan nebo enti wonya do bi obeko so ofa bi ba na challenge ni ye good up obetra so obeko na akwa new challenge na yakwa World Cup na ba team ya heda nyinite Fabranta ni tina de Rafael Leao and another and then 12 quarter no mbisa ze tama na zo ka zo kwa u mabie moda ya ba wasamba na wenya do bia na ano so say ono woni AC Milan our long term contract as a contract na bi wom enti so na oye AC Milan I play as matter say when your new challenge obepe no enu nta say sabio bibia no aye say because we under contract edema AC Milan ti say impo say contract ni biba and also offer ni biba na se AC Milan and Janto Besi dan wako Antonio or Transe Bia and the men Nabetima Kama Eddie Abanom and your reporter Rafael Yao Fina Kati Eddie Abba Nano Pay Diamikani Yazin Rafael Yao and Comania Yazis AC Milan for Nyamiatom no Mutimiton Rafael Yawa Yase Wamo our Brantebia one person Mokofa Kodano Edine Bana Akodano Nimpopo Yepa Atase Uhema Wano Yawono Ewo Air bedroom better was Yakan Edema Grismano na when you're just 18 years a pair was Yakan Edema Kakek na Yase Bo Pa Akodani Nimpo Yepa Nidina de Constantinos Carisas Constantinos Carisas na Yasa Kudawe Bo or your midfielder and Tomo Tazes Kobasa Rafael Yao Abakodia Constantinos Carisas no Mokofa Kodano Adina Bana Wababe Tumano Edia Metimno yes it just under season ya Akodano 11 assists in 34 matches 11 assists in 34 matches and two players are not Wabeboye Pa Amania Manso Diabo Meko City na James Trafford Makodia Kodano Kobaka Kroye goalkeeper na Kobaka Kram and Saka Yasa Kodawe Leeds United Ana abasa one person mo talk dano na 40 million euros ani ye deal one person mo de talk dano ama ya say city for nya dia tumana sa emom ya say close say what do nim nie sa ko ba say dantan koma bia no Leeds United Everton James Trafford close a woman yes Man City about talk on 60 million euros mutenye 60 million euros any other team you be biano and the bobi omo peno we metimi dia kodana tem enti enanetina wo mo so metima conclude na branch and dey James Trafford wakwa koda go post mo and so the Leeds United anu yankoba anu so ebanie João Cancelo ne tuno awo basona basa da bete Barca but omunten ye sisi Barca position pa anasa Barca situation enye sikasem muntie Barcelona situation currently enye sikasem better tactics in kakrabia yes Barcelona for it to me meet here and team mobaka and no that me baba katam say abranta ni dinade makani testagen even the move to Ajax no adia na amadi ne edile yourself no ma agree bibia o ma agree terms ni bibia emom ne yes aka financial niama kakra financial niama kakra and your taxes up yes Barcelona for her to ye sa documentation ne panaka yes same document na and it happen to abranta ni dinade João Cancelo and it's a Barcelona for it me we sa taxes details na and ye ebedile abranta kakra somewhere maybe August and no met me we abranta ni dinade João Cancelo in a permanent move to Ayatimo and it's about to test abranta and Barcelona for and to be sign a contract new year pato and yesika sam and yesika Barca for etia emum taxes details kakra and omun super so mu wie omunya wie dey abranta be sakan and ma Barcelona boboko no afa mamin kokuti Romero na we player ma Tottenham Hotspur we Argentina ni ba na no da mobaka ya say wono na am Argentina for entime anti World Cup this say sa ne cars ni ade omudidi say mo boss te am abrante de be Brazil ni ade kwa na reporter men say ka say ne deal to Inter Milan no yes nkomede no ma wie na direct contact and no many abrante na half wo mo agree on terms na yes dia kapa no Tottenham Hotspur so many interbet me once a player we nanka Barcelona ana Everton ko metime nya koda we better Barca for to transfer kakra danger Barca for to transfer na no da obeka mbaba ka to Barca for say ko Barca say bia o center back ni bi kodia and o many option bia say wo meko for branch de dey kuti Romero better empebe e ka say de obi anya nko dia and o mu hwanim say ni abrante no wo mbenya bocha kakra nsa na bi on be sign na wo mo so metime say na ni update meti ewo dwuma de so Inter efonso ani abre Inter de no wo musu nyanko kuruduye enti nkoba kakra nie na ma men ko Chelsea na yazi Chelsea edi nkoba kakra na akoda we ankasa de yesa Atalanta ana de bid ekoye na bid na Atalanta and so ade ekoye no yese o man nyantum Leverkusen ante Jasin Napoli ana fe tufe wɔn nyinaa ehia abrante we na Karim ɛyɛ Alebegovic wɔn ɛyɛ player yes ball no deɛ wɔnim ne boye pa na on sɛ anam so Leverkusen nti no we ofiri Red Bull ɛyɛ franchise nim ofiri mu kakra na tɛsa akoda de deɛ nyine nti ball no deɛ wɔnim ne boye pa reporter mensa ɛka ɛnso ne ɔyɛ Bosnia Herzegovina wɔn player ɛyɛ Chelsea for ɛnso di nkɔmɔ ɔmo yɛ so menya Karim ɛyɛ Alebegovic na tɛsa ɔmo nso atimi ɛnya akoda no na ɔmo nya akoda we a wɔn fi sɛ ɛbɛboa yɛ pa na tɛsɛ Chelsea ɛne ɛba ne ntɛntɛno a wɔyɛ wing back nti no wɔyɛ wing rada ɛbɛtumi aboa ma Chelsea anim hɔ ɛnɛma nso atumi akɔyɛ ɛde ama ɔmo na yɛsɛ team ani dina de Bayern Leverkusen wɔn sɛ bid ɛbɛba no sɛ ɛnya dealer anaasɛ bida ɛyɛ kama paade a ɛnya deɛ sɛ Alebegovic ɔmo nso ɛbɛgya akɔda na ma no nso akɔ baabi a ɛne nkɔmɔ kakra nso a mensɛ ka ɛwɔ dwumadie so ɛnɛ anɔpɛ no meka akyire kakra ɛnso ɛde ma na ma memfiri ɔnom no afei mɛnkɔ ɛyɛ AC Milan na AC yɛsɛ wɔmu di nkɔmɔ kakra na akɔda wei ɛneɛ yɛsɛ wokɔ ɛyɛ Fran Liga nkɔda no mu ɛhɔ ana na tɛ sɛ akɔda wei nso awɔ toɔ yɛ bɔbɔkɔ na awodete akwabena mensɛ ka yɛ sɛ akoda no ɛba AC Milan na ɔba no nanka ɔba for the junior side no nkoda mu hɔ ɛna nanka AC Milan ɛde akoda ne ba ne din ɛde ɛyɛ adeɛ sɛ Sekon ɛyɛ Jawara na yɛse saa deal no ewie ya pɛpɛpɛ ana ɔpanya ne din ɛde Robin Amorim aka to ɔmo sɛ akoda ne ba ya ɔmo fa ne mu da senior nim ɔmo na mɛboa ma nneɛma nso nkoye ɛmfama AC Milan ne yɛ reporter me nsa kaneɛ na kwabena nsɛm bi na mframam sɛ yɛse Chelsea ɛpɛ sɛ ɔmo hijack ɛyɛ Bruno Guimaraes ɛyɛ deal no to Arsenal ɛno yɛ deal la nkɔmɔ kakra me nsɛ ka bɛ mɛdi nkɔmɔ akɔ ɛmu yie paa kwabena yɛsɛ nya de sɛ Chelsea ɛbɛyɛ saa deɛ no because sikasɛm no ɛne akɔda no ankasa naadwene baabi a wadi tɛme de afa no wɔn mpɛ sɛ ɔmbɛyɛ biribia nti no saa nsɛm no ne nam abɔntene adeade no those ɔmu nya ɔmo pɛ bɛta ɛnyɛ deal a Chelsea ade di akyire nti Arsenal fɔmfɔm adeɛ na ɔmo nso hwɛ sɛ bia nneɛma bɛtumi akɔyɛ de abɔ ma ɛne reporter me nsa ka na Unai Emery ɛnso akasa ɛde afa Ghana to hɔ wɔse ɔyɛ so talented na ɔyɛ young player ɔhɛ na wodeveloping yi a ɔbɛtumi aboa ama Aston Villa bobo ko da nneɛma tiba koye ɛde ama monti sisia de ye player no wanya kwa ne sa na yɛse Italy for enso hwɛ sɛ Alexandra Del Piero wɔn nso betumi de adwuma no ɛde ama Del Piero ɛsan sɛ kwabena yɛka sɛ Alexandra Pelo wɔn sɛ wɔn hɛ ɛyɛ coaching job na ba bɛtɔ mpan na sisia kwabena obi ani hɔ biem enti sɛ nya Alexandra Pelo hwan biem na ɔmo de adwuma no bɛma no ɔmo kinko mani anka Pep Guardiola na anka ɛsɛ ɔmo de adwuma no bɛma no sɛ na no do ɔmo ankasa de ɔmo de ɛyɛ Bruno Ivan Gattuso ana ɛgya Gattuso de ɛkɔwɔ hɔ ana ɔmo so da bi de ayɛ de Alexandra Pelo ana ɔmo so hɛ sɛ Andra Pelo enso atimi ba bɛfa adwuma no de ana kyɛ sɛ ɛde man so atimi akɔyɛ ɛde ama ɔmo nti Andra Pelo enso na ɔmo de adwuma no ɛde ɛma no minimara sɛ bia obetimi ayɛ ne kama de ama ɔmo compared to Pep Guardiola dia na chesa dia no say o say option asi
Samansi no
Roberto Mancini
entimi
sisi ana some person mu change star na kakra ho bebi o mu de kona ko kwan o mu fa so de adwuma no e de ma Gattuso de na nkom pese o mu change from the old star no kakra na nkom mu blend with the current football star no be amfa elinti no mu Pep Guardiola no na nka Guardiola aye ne sa new star na but amfa nto mo se bia Andra Pelo na bi obetima ya adwuma no enti no nso nkomo kakra no nti kwabena ma wie
ba se nka wo de Mancini si wo now the Pelo si wo there obviously
yeah Mancini so pa
because eba no club side wa achieve
yeah
and eba national team side and nso no wa achieve nti I think nanko no nya bad but
almost almost a new cycle for Italian football.
Okay,
that's the
nya bad. Okay, maybe na yesimu ye wie lekra
ya wie
o mo wie lekra
ya wie kwabena
oh
na so on the on cast obebo ba bia nti kwabena ya wie
nti ye ka say ye betimi confirm say Nyame adoma next season Maxim Lecra according to Gabi Turam Maxim Lecra
yes
ebisi aka di ama Chelsea from Crystal Palace yewie
oze
yewie
say
somebody key goes
na say Harry Maguire crash aka
oh asembe na okay akosi
Harry Maguire crash aka
Lecra
na record na
nya ko na ni ye hwe no World Cup na ze no
yeah
nya France e kire
ada o mini England born na say ni England o mini England bo say wa wini ma say bi dada
na sisi bedo
na okay we dey had you
Maxim Leclerc it is say the medium person me wan say mo wie deal no
to dey tio ho no kwa dey your friend na say assignment mo dey any dey
yeah dey
ya bi obaka so no anya to ma do je ka tell so no anya de
to teacher so okọ ka phone no ka so o say at a point na go ohia magua oh natural but don't know
you were not a team player
any problem any problem say yeah the any pa no say Maxim Leclerc dey no mo be confirm say video but Chelsea no na me peti cha Chelsea be leaky goes rough
moko to €11 kra mo say €11 best defender ya tie say wadani yi
ma akweto betumi akọ menu awi all right the judgment the insurance of 4.5 inti that is the confirmation Maxim Leclerc is it the Chelsea are father from Crystal Palace nyame adoma next season ono so be sia kan at the ama Chelsea inti sound coming in no and then Friday boja so inti minimum say abidafo tenase ababi obi apeso de efa bia no na ono so etimi edien awram na P phones and accessories pamchao o perform papa kutasi sia me no kase ya and na P phones and accessories yen your smartphones papa bi ane bo no eda form otona problem ba ho abetimi dia ba oban so na usika nso be mo atua half no atua de aka no 3 months to 12 months now the phone ekofie so oyi anu free ho eba no home appliances me patcho say be a TV, norm, fridge, air condition, microwave, kettle, iron. If I be bia, you use ofie bia. And also na P. Aton bebe a obenye bia to a ne bono enso airfo. Na promotion nso mpamcho yenwie kra. Oto ade ane acho ade no. Arokodo enti anopeya me no kasem sraw so home appliances ana o phone ekuta no na apesa wo sese na auto foforo e de emma aye obia obetimi de wani atrim awo na P phones and accessories na onsa etimi akasa ne ma we nyina ebi komase mpacho adum na omo awo Acid House Kesben opposite ona omo awo ho obi ba JK building opposite Prudential Bank honso omo ho na oko pizeta nana kwesi ajaman building honso omo ho o tamale na wutie dwumade ya busase ope abuabu station monso amutie awo enkran onso betumi abusa Madina Zongo Junction ya ho na ene emedidwa 0533093422 eno na P phones and accessories amo number eno no ofra amo ebejo so adwumako kese bi a amo epam ade so ho epe obi a onima de pampa na ye no aye adwuma salary no etie for one kasa otia ebejo nsa kama ombe show yi nso wonso apese wusua adwuma no onso akonya da ho adwumako ready se obefawo na wakyerɛw adwuma no enso nyame adom onso yebama allowance now de atwitwa ho ene ti se wutie adwumadie yi na onim ade pama me pacho we de big company wu ana efa na one enso aye adwuma company America was mu okuma se ya tech police station area ho na around ho na usabetimi enso aka omo number betimi afro mo 0549 528402 fre na unso enya adwuma amuzu hair food me pacho uti adwumadie na otinyu no ebubu titiri oyoba na nsemu bi chese wa se otinyu ni na tutu ana etutu ama sabi de ne wanim nyam sitie asoba no ekofuma srew eno ane se obekọ akoto amuzu hair food no bi otinyu na etutu ni nyina ebejai ebema otinyu na fie na otinyu no asan ayefe eno ntino make am for amuzu hair food ene diama bema nso a obese otinyu ayefe na black na waves etimi ebemu no eno nso betimi ayisu amuzu hair food no sanso ana wutie me otinyu no ehoa uza hoa hene enti about anytime bia na awse utiti utinwinem wo sa problem na onso obetimi apply bi ni na no ebejai o pedodo atua amuzu junction Kumasi ɛyɛ tafo nhyiaeɛ so dodoɔ naa no wobɛnya bi ɛwɔ hɔ saa nso ɛna cosmetic shop bi abɛwuram biara no ɔso pɛ amuzo hair food yɛ number yɛdidi dwuma no 0242 955 056 Amanse Community Bank PLC ɛyɛ bank amekamfo ɛde ama wɔ mesrɛ ko bi account ɛwɔ hɔ na fixed deposit wobɛtumi abie susu account sansana savings ɛna afei ɛyɛ current account ne nyinaa no wobɛtumi abie sa account wei ɛwɔ Amanse Community Bank PLC na nneɛma mmienu anana no pɛ medi ho adanseɛ ɛde afɔm ho akyerɛw deɛ di kan ɛne sɛ hɔ ɔkɔ hɔ a ɛsusɔw so ama wankasa atumi sɛ yes adwuma no a ɔne ɔmo ɛyɛ no wɔn value paa wɔn customer ɛyɛ kɛdeɛ ɛkyɛfo ɛyɛ adeɛ a ɛgyina yie paa ɛne number 1 number 2 o pɛbesia o mmerɛ kra enti o deɛ mɛmo bɔ wankasa ɛna wonim deɛ wode besia ne pɛsɛ wode kɔyɛ so ha enti sɛ o pɛbesia deɛ a kɔ Amanse Community Bank PLC sisia me ne o kasa yi okɔ hɔnom a yɛbɛboa na wo nsa atimi aka besia ne bi yɛ interest rate o deɛ wankasa kɔ hɔ kobusa omo de no wi afa compare other banks na hwɛ sɛ omo de no endi from ana eba digital banking so omo eyebi enti anto krom ye ho ona head office na ankasa ewo mo man so area honi na ye biebie branches ne bebre ewo ho akokere bekwai anwan kwanta santase sofoline ahojo Roman Hill ha ya honi na no eyade a amanse ewo ho me patro betimi afren ewo 0247 200013 Jumia Ghana app mpacho anopesa unya and download you dia me so ye ten na Jumia app no onso download bi ewo your phone so Jumia app no e for de e de ye ne say asa ewo app no wo phone so a bibia o pato bia me say bibia app sa auto online bia no obetimi ayusu Jumia app no na odi atone kama mo niam nso efo ho de niam anyafo aha ya ma mfa ma ho tie ho no okwa atumi se niam na ewo ho no ne prices na ewo fom pa na eye papa so ho nti onsa ka atumi se bibia no ekuye edema ho all the 6 regions ni nyina no ye delivery ede ko ho anti no download bi onso a akofa niam aba na opese oton ede ema o customers no obetumi akọ no upload ne kama na afei atofo nso no atimi ababetobi me se ye fa ne Jumia Ghana oko Play Store ana App Store no download de kama pa Kindeb investment omo ene de camel natural selection charger no ade aba eye dwaso eye semena bia udi dware a shampa pa ena efira huro nti udware wi atimi sampa wadware kama pa ama ho nso no atimi afi tro na ne nyina achi no ama o color o skin etoso ama unya won natural air color na ankasa entu ye kokwa adware bi uye tuntum adware bi na o color no enso entimi entoso so ho na me pacho camel natural selection charger American wasemi ye de free Europe abrochimem na dia ba Ghana ha ebedu enso no FD agiatum se ampa wo mo so hwe no wo ma se eyesamna se Ghana ni bia odi bi edwanti to a na wato bi edikofi na family ni na no motimi ayusu cosmetic shop bia nso okwa nationwide ebi ewo ho 0243 744 855 eno so eye number mo betimi eni omo edi enkomo the new Bigo energy drink there eno so we dwaso a wonya bi na wono ma ebeboa wo pa titiriu asa wote bra anopai bia wo sori akwa adwuma na timi so wa bre pa wo sori afim pa no na no na ayeden edi ama no an se obenya the new Bigo energy drink na wo so timi abobo ahoden ni nyina no obesan anya no back na watimi edi akwa adwuma so akwakoye adwuma meka sei ewodwa so nti ofre omo ton drinks na na wudua ba bi e ton drink bia o se ope Bigo energy drink Uniat Practical Institute na edi etwato na Uniat no hode yesua computer ana yekye computer anti so ope computer aya adesua eno an so obekọ na onso watimi enomo enso di kasubo menua edomo ba ha se wotie nchechemu na edema ho na ise ewiaso na digital enti se wan hunu computer mu a ewiase etena be odin pa enti awofo amutie me pamcho moma na ewie SHS ene GHS ni na momfa omonko na ɔmo nkosua computer ɛba no ɛyɛ professional courses so apɛ so ɛyɛ top papa ɛno nso yɛrɛ bi ɛwɔ hɔ network and cyber security engineering CCTV installation and management and data analytics software engineering artificial intelligence AI mastery ne nyinaa ɛyɛ adeɛ a wɔn ɛyɛ saa course ɛni course bebree ɛka wɔn nso betumi akɔ na wakɔ akɔ yi bi yɛn hɔ deɛ ɛyɛ fully practical training ɛna ɛde ɛnso ɛma wɔ yɛ Kumasi ha yaa sisan so na wɔsi bus stop wɔ wusi a na wafrɛ number wei 0555 383848 na mo ne ɛyɛ Uniat practical institute mpanimfoɔ ɛmfa ɛni nkɔmɔ electoral ansɛm nka nkyɛw sɛ world cup no yɛabɔ awie deɛ nanso no promotion no deɛ ɔmo ntwam so promotion bɛɛ na meka ho asɛm promotion ɛne sɛ wopɛ flat screen TV a ɛni ɛfɛ na ne sound no utia bibia ɛbɛyi a mepatwɔ electoral ɛna akɔfa ɛde aba ɛsan so yɛ smart TV ɛne nti wonya wura wo dɛm ho a nkɔfoɔ YouTube ne hwan nyinaa Instagram ne ade na abɛtumi ayɛ awɔ ɛyɛ TV no ɛnso ɛso because smart your Samsung your TCL ɛna Nasco yɛate so a ɛde aba 699 yɛpɛ sɛ obiara tumi tɔ TV ɛde bɔ ne dɛm nyɛ no nko a ɛba no home appliances a bibia yi so ofie ma ne yɛ biara no ɛno nso yɛade a Electroland ɛtɔn bi nti sɛ ɔpɛ Samsung TCL ana Nasco product no na wɔwurɔ akɔ akɔtɔ bi akyɛdeɛ kɛseɛ ɛyɛ arafo no nso ɔrekɔdo nti ɛyɛ a na wahyɛ no nso nationwide yɛbiebie yɛapono ɛde ato hɔ a yɛn showrooms no wobɛtumi awura mu 0503 159 739 ɔmo ɛna asɔ yɛasena ɛde dwumadie no ɛde ɛbrɛm yɛnkyɛw yɛnkɔ na Jude Owusubafo, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Minia.
I want to say,
Nyami adom kakra bro na onso e.
Nyami adom me ho ye.
Kese na se anopenzo e sweet.
Medase pa. And then Friday.
Yes, of course.
Enti baby apeso de e bojae. Baby apeso de e fa bia no. Enfanto for me.
Friday ni emtufu no.
Friday there.
Super.
Me ankasa me bra pani. Super bondi do was Friday there. We do futu am yemra Monday.
Monday now.
Weekend there. Boys in tier futu.
Matia. Yeah, bro. And then may ade about Basa Karim ade yeme.
Okay.
But may the Baba be free baby na fame Basa story no so. Every Basa fan e believe say season year ni season. Every Basa fan and him say Premier League e ba boy e ne dia. Rachel in the end your more special belief no. Share Nancy I say World Cup boy Spain naje. Okay. So remember historical antecedents be I am more that strong conviction they say La Liga ye ba be bono e Barca Diana even season yi Champions League ye ba be bonso no e no so ye Barca dia. Rich say na city here. Make out 2008 why mo na G Euros e Barca sorry Spain Spain na Euros so okay Spain na Euros no that time no na Barca players enya dominant to team no 2008 they had Puyol they had Xavi and then Iniesta only 3 players are no mo esia kan omo edi Spain national team akotene so 2008 they won the European Championship subsequently omo toa so baba beje World Cup 2010 we saw okay now rate at the end of 2010 before you about World Cup no Spain e kwa akodi Barca and a Primera Liga and so Pep Guardiola team no omo Primera Liga no and omo sign the Spanish Super Cup Madrid e called trophyless last season no Orieno no kofa Jose Mourinho the special one edene by Rich 2026 Madrid as kofa Jose Mourinho aba the special one Odene ba ne nso no Barca san je double no ebiom Oje the Spanish Super Copa and osan so eje Primera Liga asan je sa tu ti hwe trend bi a ade no e follow omu wie ye nso no yabo European Championship no Spain aje European Championship owie no asan so e de ato so asan aje World Cup just like the year 2008 2010 so the European Championship Algeria no Osaba Beje World Cup 2010. Now the Emma is so interesting. Madrid has a trophy and Madrid has the Jose Mourinho, the special one, as our baby. The assignment at the end is so interesting. They say, Rich, 2010 World Cup finals. Okay, they say go man Spain at the AJ. Iniesta. Okay, good. Pacho 2026 World Cup finals. No when they say go no. The man Spain Momoje World Cup. Ferran Torres.
Idea boy oh yeah Ferran Torres yeah.
Good. Pacho about the team bay.
Barcelona.
Iniesta no about the man.
Barcelona.
Okay, good. Yes, very Lucio. Rich message another trend that a follow. 2008 and a 2010 World Cup. Barca had 8 players. In him say you be show Facebook. Barca had 8 players. Now 8 players no any. Now Victor Valdez. Now Carlos Puyol team no. They had Iniesta. They had Xavi. They had Busquets. They had Pedro Rodriguez. And they had David Sanchez Villa. Mind you, then not David Sanchez Villa. Now I signed before about the South Africa 2010 World Cup no, from Valencia. No I signed at the Ama Barca. And you as a Barca player. Hence Barca at the 8 players. And a boy Spain mine. 8 through the 7 no back World Cup finals you 7 started except Victor Valdez one chance here. Rich, Central World Cup here, your boy here. World Cup here, your boy here. Me patcho onim Barca players don't do call World Cup way. Barca had 8 players in the World Cup. O the omo no more bench ni na omo amobi na baba beka ho. Omo asanya another 8 team. Now Rich, Barca 8 players are omo enya team no. Say in the city here, Oba Pau Kubasi, were starter, solid centre back. Oba kan Lamine Yamal meboa. Danny Olmo enso ka ho. Ferran Torres ono NSS decisive winner no. Oba baba beka Pedri ono so knockouts abrantia no area mu. Okay, so players we are no baba beka Eric Garcia. No asa baba beka Gavi. No baba beka Juan Garcia. But what the Nhyira say? Enti you're saying 8 Barcelona players. So almost 30 or more 30 o kabo mu ya baba benya 8 biom. Omo asan aboa. Ama Spain national team asan World Cup.
And they are two.
After what chat now? After so at me chat now. Now the woman who they say same period now Spain dominate ya Barca players no. Now me so dominant no. Yes I boss our World Cup new 2010. Almost signed 2 so the following season Barca and signed La Liga. Owie no J Champions League they can so okay or sign double because Jose Mourinho leg now J no rather after World Cup now Barca signed J League Champions League no the next one the 2011-2012 there no and a 2012 edition no and then Jose Mourinho at the Real Madrid J ti say offer by history na o share how ade no asese na air cordia clearly it tells you say Barca the possibility say season leg no all sign ageno very high and Obabia nso edu stage here no aside the Champions League asoso because by then the players na nya sa exposure confidence level ekosro that feel good factor because the point is that Real Madrid and even one player or World Cup result disadvantage no it is certainly Barca players no ever their psyche that feel good factor no already ho say yeah world champions you contribute greatly and the my World Cup no but what you say so that feel good factor already is there.
Ebia Madrid
offer biometrics
Spanish players no more nya repo but the other players almost so warm more countries no almost nya a taste of the World Cup
exactly
anti ebia no kwa ntimi affect Madrid the moment you win
and the mejitum but me can't the psychological in a way
okay.
You get it now you're moving from that now me the side history no na Rich Borussia Dortmund player finally Wababa be Barca player Karim Adeyemi Rich unim na me shedin say o share abrantian age now any talent ni potential now ote transfer figure now o say quite interesting less than even 32 million euros. This is a personality by virtue of the potential. We say clearly any ni age on the side no and your pap be brave but make a segue no na a match made in heaven abrantia na no in a way ebua ma niema so simple edema basa adentina make us at a point so obekaya even clubs from Saudi Arabia no more open including EPL and abrantia man is so clear catch Dortmund for and say look niema mienu either say mo bema me contract ne beba na wie na me go for free because me imagine say basa na mebo so okay o kan sa asem o ka che ni agent Jorge Mendes say bema oni nkrofo ne nkasa so mo nton me basa anso na me imagine say me ko me nko ba bia and we say onim say football no by Emrano player interest edu honoma account so okay maybe somewhere to fills na the wages was soro wo basa omo so mo ton ni bi oso nko ba bia na untimi nya ne hwe abrantia ne say until mo beton me e dia ma basa no me twa ma me contract no arane out na ma kofu free so at a point they had no option because player any interest or ma be clear no say basa and so penny the only team of person obo and it reminds me so much of Andre Ashavin time nana or Fraser St. Petersburg Eba Arsenal at a point no so no one kasa transfer kit no ad ni sika kakra esoso because now bent on joining Arsenal. Abrantia no reason tia menim se oyes ano eye ade baako mienu me remfi say Hansi Flick and the kind ma Abrantia ne sa international exposure sa recognition the first caller or no any demand the German national team onim very well say when you personal like Hansi Flick no any year adwuma ababuan ye and Rich say o sha de ne critically now o analyze e basa ya de bi
now do you no
Matia menua mem say we no just a part 2 mum ba
yeah no problem
basa ya de bi de basa ni on manage life after Robert Lewandowski. This is a player of course minim say Karim Adeyemi enye a natural center forward Robert Lewandowski the odebema on odema enye sanity but on manage life without Robert Lewandowski say just like the Oye de Bois Germany national team as assistant coach no say goals no a player at a point about 2-3 seasons consistently no about Barca top scorer say only one want me replace Lewandowski obet me amount 40 or more goals a season name the obey say at least any players will be Eddie BB ever on board no be ebe goals so offer obi say Karim Adeyemi they obenyanie in terms of pace on our pace front three ho say obo as a right winger as a left winger obo as the main man up front honum no sani man nyina no odema and Basa chance was Sanswenya pace on the team
okay
onim so far CIES observatory report on football Matia Minian this is a player at a point even running faster than Usain Bolt or pace are plenty so for Basa currently Anthony Gordon Rafinha over Karim Adeyemi na ode kanwa a chance season se Basa enu you should expect that tactically we're very versatile and Hansi Flick here one person or Pesadiano from the materials and apparently me saying who idea be say oh say Lamine Yamal consistently aka say or per se onye more central role na o free wings so because I come here quite open and bebree and the Abrantia de ball but so steady even the World Cup against Belgium at a point no 2 or 3 players na almost age na no and Abrantia no episode impacted games centrally. Rich, odi nyame pouch na himself yebeto aso yes yebeto because of
yama Joshua so mremu na and Friday yamon kakrakra mfa enko. Josh.
Yeah, Rich.
I mean baby anso dey
Yeah. I think the biggest news coming up from Enrana, you know, till this morning and they say Maxence Lacroix for Chelsea, you know, the deal is done.
Okay.
Chelsea
Madam for no.
It is also one yard
Sana mi
overreach. I don't think so.
Bese sana mimi hu.
Sana hu.
But if you are winning me men difference.
I'll explain to you why.
And you are winning. Me men is sana hu no.
I can assume say I test na o Anyway, Rich, I think when you look at the business at Chelsea for a year in this window is very, very impressive. That's the first thing I'll say. And Osha Utimu says Xabi Alonso wants to improve upon the defensive setup of Chelsea Football Club, no, because ball abebon this season, no, as much as Obey very expansive, no, I wasn't a train, no, also a year. Rich, do you know that since 2005 to 2025, Chelsea are conceding more than 30 goals in all competitions in each of the seasons? 20-year period, no? From 2005 to 2025. Every season, Chelsea are conceding more than 30 goals. Now, Opese Oshe, even the best campaigns throughout these periods now. 2017, San Antonio Conte or the Chelsea Edge Premier League. During that season, Chelsea conceded more than 30 goals. Oshe Champions League season now, Thomas Tuchel or the Chelsea GN, that's 2021. Chelsea conceded about 40 goals, and that was the best during that period. Pochettino time, just 2 years ago, 2023, Chelsea conceded 78 goals in all competitions that season. Oshe Enzo Maresca time, no, Chelsea were conceding about 52 goals in all competitions. Osha's statistics now, Xabi Alonso no wabeji Chelsea now. One of the main things that you want to do is that you want to fix the back line. And for a very long time, Chelsea have not had that one player they can count on him, say, come rain or shine, when you are there in the back line, we have a very solid defense. The last time at Chelsea had a player of that caliber was in John Terry. And when you look at John Terry and how he slotted into the first team from 1998 or started so Obo Chelsea. Obo Chelsea, Kopim say, Edrun he was so consistent. All the other defensive pairings that he played with, every other leagues, and the Buano, and man ball Chelsea. So you look at the way forward for Chelsea, and you want to understand, say Chelsea Kase Okofa Maxence Lacroix. There's a reason why Xabi Alonso wants to do that. Because at this point, Obiadia to Mr. Levi Colwill is that ball playing centre back that Chelsea will rely on for this particular season. But when and a better partner in that role, that's the question now. Ubie Bisa. Then we started hearing of Maxence Lacroix. It's a Chelsea for Dinechi. And there were consultations and discussions between Chelsea from Pennyfono and Steve Parish, our chairman of Crystal Palace. Chelsea for Baby Cracker say, deal not chat too much. Player see a dinechi, akasasa then. What is the barrier? But Rich, you also agree that the player because of free team A to team B. It doesn't happen in just a few days. The deal is very complex. They will have to explore all options. Discussions, no, adults will be brave. They are looking at all the areas of the deal that have to be completed very well. Into who share agent ebenya percentage be maybe there's a sell-on clause. Maxence Lacroix of Wolfsburg and a bar Crystal Palace. So maybe there's a sell-on clause that's going to be attached to the contract. And who share the structure of the deal now? What is the negotiation between the player and the club in terms of the wages and also then you look at the club to club negotiations. How much is Crystal Palace charging in terms of transfer fee? And all of these things are things that not two clubs no action a year to make sure that the deal was done. But I think that the thing that so many people are looking at and they say, statistically, the player Maxence Lacroix all but Chelsea, what makes him very unique? And Hannah, Memao, the breakdown to help you understand, say Maxence Lacroix, even though a lot of people disagree with the fact that a very good centre back, the statistics show otherwise. Rich, in the World Cup, you see Jude Bellingham in your ball and ultimately F1 in chain. Maxence Lacroix di in a chia when Tinian stop people na Jude Bellingham nya ball share. In the game against Spain, so I see Pedro Porro go now or share he was taken out of position and Omunya ball born in am 9 hosa na ball no share. And I agree with the eye test. It looks like for the France national team, Maxence Lacroix ain't fit. And that is what we all observed. But Rich, look at the statistics. In the Premier League last season, one-on-one duels faced that ended in a transition. Maxence Lacroix was faced with 50%. Inti Bono Eko Kem Now your bossy team next year. The way a player no it me recover. Going 1-on-1 with a marker to win the ball from the player no. Maxence Lacroix Eddie Kine 50%. That alone demonstrates the capability of the player. Enya nunkwa rich. Top speed by center backs. Top speed by center backs. No make asem etisen. Inti again. Say Ebia Alonso okase wo expansive football no biem no wo bo. Yes, I book bonus team next year. How do you recover?
Okay.
What is the recovery rate? Maxence Lacroix, his speed is averaging 35 kilometers per hour.
And then you by a can't change you.
Rich. Mamika Sevincho.
So sweet picture will be a
Mamika Sevincho. Oh, say, you can't play a beefy baby bar. The easiest thing to do is to raise the expectations.
Okay.
Because whatever is happening, a fan base no energy. Say I yakofa Maxence Lacroix or Babe Bomber Chelsea, and all the statistics show that you're a good player, and you will come and help us. It's just you'll be any.
Okay.
Whether it will work or not, Rich, me know we are but we are being optimistic, and minim say fan base no obi any aje, and that is a very good thing. But it will come down to how Xabi Alonso would use the player. How Xabi Alonso would cause the partnership between Ononi Levi Colwill to work in favor of Chelsea Football Club. So I think it's a very good deal. The negotiations between the two teams has been so well, and I think it will be a very good deal for Chelsea to make up. I bet what Chelsea in the future. Just before I end, and run a bit to just say Arsenal for Eddie Bruno Guimaraes and I think one of the main reasons why I Arsenal for the Niabre Pie because Chelsea phones were neither Bruno Guimaraes. But at this point, I don't think Mikel Arteta bet now Chelsea for us a hijack is a deal with. After say Brandon Rogers deal name go through for us now. They will not sit down and allow Chelsea to hijack this Bruno Guimaraes deal. Into Besha. After they agreed personal terms with the player, that's Arsenal and Bruno Guimaraes. Now Newcastle force Omonfa a total of about 80 million pounds and famra for the player.
And Arsenal this 70 ko.
And Arsenal this 70 echo.
Anyway, do my match. 8 and 70 there.
But I think Arsenal will improve the bid. Come on, you say any Chelsea baba before one ako pay player because you know what is happening, Rich. Chelsea phone him say at this point they will not get Adam Wharton. Omoye deal for Maxence Lacroix and Steve Parish money clear to Chelsea phone paying phone say they will not release Adam Wharton for nothing less than 100 million. And I don't think Chelsea would want to go and spend another 100 million on Adam Wharton. Which means someone come on midfield no. You have about 4 players who are more than 100 million. I don't think Chelsea will do that.
Okay.
And the assistants now no. They would want to either prioritize Alex Scott or Bruno Guimaraes. Now, as now for one hijacking Bruno Guimaraes deal now, it means the only option you have is to go for Alex Scott. That's to say, the Bournemouth also on Beji at least something within the ranges of 75 to 78 million. Of course, someone can say, I'm a player. But I know that if Chelsea are able to submit a bid between 70 to 75 million pounds, and Shana Bournemouth can say, okay, it's a good deal. Yeah, the Alex Scott number more. So that is the dynamic coming right now. Okay. And I think in the coming days, no Rich, you better transfer no come on sir because thick and fast the news is coming in.
Newcastle so also a player not on 80. No be 70 there. Yeah, 70 there.
No, also Newcastle for near stubborn. Now she acquire Alexander Isak deal. No?
Yeah.
So I think they will drag their feet and make sure say Arsenal will meet that target.
All right. Yen so yen nkomo kakra bi. Ayala so ha no so baba. Na ode awuramu amane ne nsem no a bit ansana. Yede fisam no enso ede amamo ba before no ye ne amwa automobile. And so eni nkomo kakra eya oka ho nkomo enda ye ba be diso ho anti koso an ma fidie no enna ha ka no bibia wo ho bia no aye ba be di ho nkomo atimi adi amaba pa good morning.
Good morning.
Now what to say?
Yeah, me adom say.
No me adom me ho ye pa. And me nim amo automobile o person mo dey chance free.
You didn't want to see free cars now yet on.
Motono. Okay.
Aye. And CCS will be per car to. One was you, me will car be a me person metal, meaning car type I may pay. Maybe I may pay CRZ, may pay Honda Civic, may pay way, or the year in your naka home. Brown Automobile Enterprise will be available, will be to me at all. And so be per car, and one is say Umbra Automobile Enterprise. Say Ubu garage, and one is say you know better than a payment plan. There's a watch your car na deco. See, ni biso garage so you bit me abo mo car. Yes, that car now yeding. Open. It will also say me afi na me to can ti me nim car that was a metal. Or buy a bebo. And when your car was auto a bebo. And ti cars so peke biata for when it's a more automobile enterprise.
Now, mo garage na wo baby company and I don't know the baby go.
Baby a company no one.
And so honor.
Honor.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Aye.
It is obi peka to see ya.
Yeah.
Obetimi abam ho no abehwe mo garage o. Se bi on ko ade a. Mo benya bi man se impo bi ni ho. No obetimi atwen kakra ma mo amato. Abroche di amana. And so obetimi ayede amana. I see. Now in terms of say me tua kan on kan no ni sika sem no payment plan no so sem no. Ya net saying.
Oh, payment plan idea. So ba o ma yehu the way a yenya mawo. Say the be a ebeboa. Okay. Inti ebo so mitua ne michemu miensa. Mitua first one, second one, third one. Aha. Obo so a o si mitua no mienu ana obetua na take go. Hanti oba say the ebeye na ebeboa no. Ene ebeye amawo.
Okay.
Aha. Inti ye yema wa na say wetimi enya wo ka na ayede. What they call
nti enipa no ba payment plan obetimi atua half.
Yes.
Half na aka no abetua na bi kura bia miensa.
Aye.
Obeto na wotua baako. Infinifin oba bi obetua baako. Na wiye no.
Wabetua de aka.
Wotua de aka.
Me patrai.
They say ne we dey fu.
So you see how say
the young boy bia opeka bia betimi aba mo.
Obetimi aba no aba betoka.
Okay. Enti obi pese onimo edi nkomo ana obam ho na ono ankasa ebe inspection na opeka ana oyika na nije ho a pacho he no mra
me pacho ombra kote apemso enti ofri emena na eba odru emna filling station Kingsbeb na obi taking the right hand side obedru apemso first junction a signboard si wire troso Amwa Automobile Enterprise. Ye banners ne bobo fi ni ma ye bie gate no kakaka. Ofi de yakoso neba. Oju de yakos station or so pe apem so face junction. Ye man the directions mani be drew honoma. Signboard nis wire troso Amwa Automobile Enterprise. Banners ne bobo fi ni ma ye bie ni kakaka. Obetimi so asearch Amwa Automobile Enterprise or Google Map. De ne beba honoma. Ombre. And na number no so say 0244
0244
46 57 64 0244 46 57
64 enti etie for number no edna ede amamti wa o peka toro say de wa cheche mu de amaye no obetimi akọ wa nkasa garage okọ na kai wo no ani je ho a na watubi say bi nso ade e wo sisi no ani nye wona apeso mo krabi edema eno nso no akonya eda ho a obetimi enso akonoma yi bi ede amount we dem say a good news
aye
edema obi a opeka ato so ha anti young boys na mo peka ato no you are obi a opeka ato bia no awone Amwa Automobile empedifo ni nkomo na awonso udum car no watimi ato abe yanko Nyama wodo amoye ede eka carton na modi ababe kan no die importe na Amwa Automobile moye ho
oh me pacha Amwa Automobile de ye spraying ye body works ye polishing ye air conditioning ye seat lining aha inti sa usita tete opefo fashion wo betimi aba Amwa Automobile Enterprise air conditioning and more problems what they are called different mechanics will be antimi enhwema fabra Amwa Automobile Enterprise body works no or can I see you the engine problem like we here straighten or can I pemu here straighten bra Amwa Automobile Enterprise ye be shamo kano kala na ye dada afidi opese wo spray for and as say kala no opese wo sesa no bra Amwa Automobile Enterprise ni spray ma also on ma wo car no baby kakra bi na apem nti wo pese wo spray baby apem no na wo polish full car no bra ye be hwe ni nyina ama no ya ya ama nti na say am automobile dey everything about cars and ye wo am automobile enterprise nti nye just about see your ton cars but say no problem no e wo ho car na ye ni nyina ye e wo am automobile
engine
ai
car no e bia de bia baase mo ye air condition and so mo ye na car ni seat no the car bi wa bia bi fra bruchire be bakra na bia seat no be bia tetete ni ade ha and so mutimi ye no foforo e ma no eyeye na bia car no enya accident kura wa bruchire and na auto the bag Ghana and wa be ye and so after some straightening ye bibia bi no mo am size spray ani ho de onya de car ni wura ho de a
ye bibia
mo ye bibia bi ho ani ho de papa
obi amfani camera
na sikasam ne tsayin
sikasam ne de da form eni yoma ne ye aka bebre but sikasam ne da form because ye hu se sisi ano unse ni yoma nsheda enkoyi sikasam ne da form ama sisi akampo no from now to ending last week me buy me kai say ye start July ni nyina no na ye promo into obi a ode ne car bebe 5% discount a free so into from now to say bosomi ne be end biano while do car beba am automobile enterprise biano 5% discount into obi a rushing for the camera yen share problem na how no yen share ma no timi use wo car na assume dream
okay enti ete for we dia masuma hu amwa automobile car hu bibia wo pe car na to ana bi auto car no kra awie na problem bi wom engine air condition car no seat lining any car ni bi kra na akonya accident baby amwa oma be straight bibi akama ade ama oma wie no na oma side akosho mo ovi nim aspin kama ade amam na mo asem mo adwuma yesem no in terms of spraying asem mo de ne de a down so a unique de na mo de adwuma
unzo kasa yem no ka ovi no ye was spraying butter ye the can shimni aye chuma no sisi ensio toto ye ni ensio problem bia and all the can is shema emma sem from ma bi mbo embegu can so ma afi spray can from eguso e de anwea e na egu can so sano e so sa sande can nyina e say spray no foforo eni nya abotre you see product papa de ye chuma no enti oven no lighting system ne boa o de can shim na 40 bi wo baby a e detect ema hu se a photo ha oje hu achi ni na aka so obe ya obe ka na pie ni na bebe e chiro no na ejuma na yede e da so nti ye ejuma na I said the fabric buy na because of your powerful machine na you use no any products na you use no cause kai bia on the car number ti ye ko bought sa car number no original one and e dey ejuma ti e be wi ni na se o car na dey as ye di fabric buy ya no nti na ma ye danso I was spraying a juma name no.
Nti once again obi pese obam ho no de na juma brem na mo heye mana pa cha omran from number benso
ombra kote apemso ofri emena neba ojo emena filling station or Kingspep obi taking the right hand side obabi drew apemso first junction signboard this ho ya troso Amwa Automobile Enterprise banes ne bobo fi ne ma ye bi gate na kakraka ofi de akoso neba Ojo the Diako station or sell papim so first junction. A man directions money be drew on my signboard nisi warrior trust or Amwa Automobile Enterprise. Banes ne bobo fi nim aye be gate no. Gate ni agree. Or use your phone so bet me as a check Amwa Automobile Enterprise. I will Google map. I didn't beba on my ombre. Number no say 0244 46 57 64 0244 46 57 64 It's Amwa Automobile Enterprise. Yet on cars. Yes, aso ye kan hu ejuma ye spraying, ye body works, ye seat lining, ye air conditioning, ye polishing. Inti say enyoma ya mabobo so nyina no.
Okan was our problem na.
Fabra Amwa Automobile Enterprise.
Okay.
Ewo kote apemso. And a number let me say Sisubium 0244
0244
46
46
57
57
64
64
0244
0244
46
46
57
57
64.
64. Okay, yadamase pa.
Yes, sir, that's it.
Amwa automobile ana mate omo enkano. Enti said ya kana ye car. So car no problem bia obetimi ade akọ. No ma hwe ni CA aye ade amount. Sanso ne bia person otoka. Na bi kura osika no enso a eno nso betimi akọ. Ombabo ama onsa etimi aka. O dream car no na onso etimi atwi ama wakoma. Enso na okra na da mu no. Bibia kama edi amano Bismarck Osubempa yala. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Now what you saying?
Oh, nyamia dum bibia ya fan.
Edi nyamia se. Yankwe na amane nsem no baabi a nso no obeso de fa no nti o.
E won me won nyoma mienu ka.
Okay.
First one no men kan say na Friday bibia nyina ebetimi afa futu kakra frimu na yede aboy bra. Me sorry anopa we usually me sorry the first thing I do and they say me family phone. To me family phone among other things say me ko social media na so. Na and anopa me be social media no. The first thing I saw a very, very passionate story about Abranti FN Makukwera. Na I just lesson we pen number CF Afrimu. Makukwera obviously I grew to become a very, very successful footballer. Was signed the Real Madrid. Obian himself about Brighton and over Albion, about Chelsea. Or can Spain team na kwaje World Cup or can Spain team a G Euros, you know. Senkeba abrabomu enije. And say obiaba ewiase wa fa adwuma bi ato no ho so adwuma na oye no wa accomplish bibi a also accomplish a Makukwera should be one of them. Yeah. Should be so satisfied. Say that is the reason why at a point and Kofokrase na osi oje World Cup no call or be retire from the Spanish nationality because Odun will say waji bibia. Marriage in that interview or interview now all of a sudden na esun ehinino na why will Ubitsa Makukwera in this time ya ye womi any eniji e wona komemu yi e de na be man ra ho o say on na yire wo ma I think man be ebe se 4 se 3 na emu baako ewo yare a friend autism autism crass am kase mi chemu twi a saa yare na ye be wo akra foforo no na affecting the nerves eti unhu se sebi akra no on shada nye normal te sa akra bia se no sitie no the way or communicate with nipa the way osua de ni nyoma ye no eto sini kakra eya na mpempi no sankra no omo ha adwen nti ohia a lot of care kukwera se ne mana wa wo mu no ba kotisa and Rich, this is where it gets more interesting. Makukwera say ni triwi na waja ni bebre gusu bebre sana nso tore bi obobo kakra be no safa no aye ni ye o ya o na ka say ene you ti no kra na ye na che simple oh you ti na kwa simple na watimi abobo ni ye Kukwera say ne bana o sayare no who send a ban epe the way the team in the city pa. Na ne ba ne tie the diagro. And because Accra no ewo sa problem ninti no. Onim at the point ebi adako ebe da so na Accra no on recognize nebusianfo mpo biem. But ose ofili onimu say ni team ni da so ye sane etie na no matter how ne ba na adwene baby e kwa kodi no. So ohun no ni team no because o me papa ni ye. Na so obobo no park ne so a na so ne ba no was stadium wa at least ade e ba ne ba no so o me papa na gina ha no e ni team na. And say obi ehu say ni team no were keeping the staff for a very very long time e ne ba ni ntia. Na rich ne nkomodie ni mu no ade ba ko kaya e touch makoma ene say senka onyaya na japade ni sika wanya nyina wasase we so e be hwere no nanka ne ba no
are you okay?
Normal to say Accra normal to obi abatete no onyaya enko be sa
Semo.
You see, how do you even put it? You are simu, ebi mu chesiska. Wherever the money is, you go for it. Rich, ebi mu so nyeska. Ba ko ni kukwera. But ene o mayehu. Se ka sesika no woni nyina no ebetimi atade ba ko bia akodi nyina beto ne ba ne health nyankopon pe enati ni wiase ase ono pe ene wo answers to question bia wo wiase. Barrage, the biggest lesson and say obi meka na asam nkyere wa. Don't assume say bibia ye okay with obi because of wo ye far away no o hwe na braba just say we dey as o ye fully satisfied with his life. Enye sanity e there is no obi any wiase only problem. But they also the show whom crying and say obia one or two problems bia no matter what o face enunti ema wo wa ba mu buda. Never give up in life, never. Because Rich Kukwara could have given excuses. Say ne ba no krenti no born o jai bon tem no nyamra hye no. And when we are orchestra interview, you could clearly see, say, Rich, anytime Kukwara pauses in life to think, never Timu first. Na se nipa bisano. E create me ko jina park so. E concentrate bobo. E timi ji walk up. E ji nyoma wet ne club. Rich, how much more you?
The Baron Crimes on the penny.
Yes. Oh, and ye easy.
Some
enye easy nti wa wuti ya no pay Kukwara se sene ohun no ni sika owo na ajapade owo ni die owo no onyaya enko ni hwimpo oni dama na kaneba no ho ya enko pe enyina ebetimi dia tutu ya hofo. In this life everybody is going through a certain level of struggle, no matter how successful in the pakone here. Ebi o meka nkyere wo ntine ye wo se bibia ye totin wo tini pakro eti dia wo komu no anya wo nko a obia wo nde e hye no ho ebi mu kura nya ya ka they would have given everything they have to solve their problem. Enyina ye learn to appreciate what we have,
especially health.
We should learn to appreciate what we have.
Maybe madam be o konfanoche no catch us one man be better konfanoche. Na say oda ho ni na no ni bed no oda se no oda so no. There's this suitcase sikan kwa no.
No the other person
or they to bed na se. He was so over inside no. Papa no me tea. And no catching so only bag be wo.
I see how man.
O yi a obi msika nko a. Oso hu wiase. Se e sika na betimi agemi a.
Enka
sika we mon gina dia mpesa mo yemi bia.
Mon to misisi e what chale.
Nini na
Nto.
Papa na de koy.
Nto.
Na papa ni free mu.
Enye
Ni sika ni na achi.
Enye
Nti said you utie bia fa ne sa.
Of course.
Yeah.
These kind of stories Emma who's the way we are sitting here. And ebia obu ho bom fia but oh how to cry now we are okay no. It should be precious.
Okay, ma.
So precious. Rich me the one who see no. Sky Sports Italia and Sky Sports Germany air report say Pep are rejecting Italian job no. I think say even Sky Sports in England also kebi. Nti Pep is not going to do the Italy job no. But anopoye the number one news Jurgen Klopp finally the DFB are introducing officially as the coach of the German Diamond Shaft for the next 4 years. Me sure said there's a single person in this world or doubt it. Say Klopp a bit my edgeman and as own team yet. Was show more than capable. Say obet me edgeman. But Rich, as I no say, even with the competence of Klopp, enyuma wa nyina we panetro. It is a Utie Club the first interview all year as the Diamond Shaft coach. Rich okay can some kesa papa.
Nhyira fan.
Ebini saying. Or say first of all, edwuma na wa ba beje no. Obeya ye ni yie. Or ideas be on itimu dada. Or catch every player be or ye eligible to play for the German Diamond Shaft say or show be wa ho fama or readiness to die for German national team no any bibia or no club or perfect player ho bia a free necro no or she obia na or the enejuma the etosu mi no Rich minim the Abema club akasa same way but he has said it or say who the way a media no a treaty Julian Nagelsmann who the way a English media no and nkofo bi edit Thomas Tuchel e fa so e wo England na ono asamba ko pe na opese oka wa wonnim na obefefa afra na odi be kọ na busuafo so do that day na obeje adwuma no se wo asem bi ni ka as a German national team coach ene ne ono no nka don't extend it to the family. Rich dear minim ni say club obia or challenging ho and or you very very sure said this is the right time also about German adwuma because so otimi ebe turn this German situation into a competitive national team biemu a Rich obia baka say ono no why adwuma no because wa me fa German national team time ekoyie no aka so oh oba ene no obia nim say sisi German national team no e da form say team it is oba na obenya any level of success bia it will be attributed to him. Rich we are going to have a very very nice journey with him. The first interview no crash say he is very very hyper for the job so win him club on o meduma so medaso the moment obeba obeka say you magiaye no next one so are you ready so oba be here and he is going to inspire a lot of things. Our German they've gotten their own look to forgo team be say Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Juma, top jobs, just to make yourself available. Say, oh, one-time dream, and it's over coach national team. Na abana wabe fane there. It is similar to the story of Zinedine Zidane. Inti yɛbɛma club akɔ aba yɛsɛ de la fonte na ɛdi ne hene ɔno na yɛpɔ obi ama no akɔkotu no ɛwɔ akonnwa no so. Club is capable. The German football talent right now no
above from
and so then you top but you knew say one attribute a club ewo and say he doesn't work with superstars, he rather makes superstars. And the Abia German national team na you see, you know, Abia they are superstars in them, they just need the right coach and it could be him. There been say omu ogidi say no betima ya adwuma netum de adwuma na ma no omu convince no ancha no gitum so beba because adwuma na opedada e wona koma mu. Nti it's a match made in heaven. And German find your moon enipa clubs so enya ne dream jobber and also so eba benti Jurgen Klopp is back. He is back into real time coaching and send you now ya fe no yeah money team kwa say adwuma no obetimi anya adwuma ketwa de
anya adwuma ketwa
but you watch his journey along the way.
The German talent in above from too much
na rich na mami mbusa o ushe who read it from DWTV ushe German portals no kick money build one. It seems that everybody is happy. German supporters obi any aje. It's as if say oh we've gotten the right man. Ujiri say coach Barry Pana ye name for the Blasters are every Ghanaian unanimously so ebenya sa kind of reception in the man obi say wine
na bia e biema kwa bontia
o dey certain fifie
okay efie
Ghana ni o dey o say boni dey o say sa Ghana ni ko e be dey on
obetimi aka kwasi apia bi
akosi apia no akosi apia will not get the so obia say he's the right man for
you problem there are
people who have reservations about akosi apia's competence emo arenfi enye say juma no me bi da they all have people who have reservations about more competence yenibi that is the truth. The real answer is say yenibi a Ghanaian and ya ye buni di say kim you get a unanimous Ghanaian football community on say this is the right man for your Blasters in yenibi, and it is simply because your coach's education was from yenibi rich. With
the Sika kona kwa with Goma here.
Oh, na Sika on coach Blasters nansie. Sika coach Blasters nansie.
Yeah.
Rich, the closest we can get.
Every as all carbon dia. Nipa ba kwa has who say Ghana for feeling on who say Papa obetuma ye adwuma no.
We have it. Yes. That is the closest we can get.
On the coach I say
yes, this is the man. I said there are people who even think say he is destined to one day coach your national team and one day say a seer and your destiny now bringing him together. But Rich, even with him, after years of winning the AFCON with Ivory Coast, you know, in between Nigeria now, you know, people have started getting 1%, 2%, 3%, 5% doubts be. Say it's still
say adwuma the end me ka say because any the
at least odi ye man 5% doubt say go for you say he's still the Harvey Rena with the magic touch and but he's the closest he's the closest we can get to the where Germany for any will be a club atum say he's the perfect man for the German job.
Yemi say atie for ni ahefo coach Ben Pana mususu say say yamfa dwumadi na ma Carlos Creza ono de nemuna Ghana ni bia nche da nya doubt gidi.
No, but it's even Carlos Creza part of the list. Carlos Creza say confirming
the World Cup in buy no to be honest yeah book games na de so we see abontia clearly
na
amanfo ni jo say papa ya so buy no you see a different Black Stars. But I don't know, all of us are minimum say the Ghanaian
percentage for this one. So doubts be say
the coach Ben at the body defense saying so as a doubt kakra or so as I say and Harry Ronaldo so the same because also after said na work after so free Ivory Coast score na kone nam ye na ye na manfo papa yi oya de ba say nye gidigidi sa
but me try and debut it's got to do with teams or qualify. One, so about Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, baby, someone say in terms of talent.
na is it no bi na kwajuma no
No, but me patron says, so can say who analyze no based on onunsu teams or qualify. Say no more potential et say you get it. For Saudi Arabia, for instance, more potential na mu et say.
Okay.
For Tunisia, time and crowd the qualify ejuma.
I crowd the enko Tunisia ejuma de me be say the back on no.
You can still make a case for him. You get it. So looking at where na free but and the talent or do am kokoye adwuma no. De ne ebeya na ebeye.
Because Yabo World Cup na kasa de. Your first game against Panama and our second game against England there. So the Henry now debate now obi abeka masa. For Henry now the
that crowd close 100%.
Me kai ayi sabre ayi ejimo haya. Nipa crowd ne ebegu ho no. Obi aso papa we de wi 100 years grandfather no. Hey, the Black Stars really. And the team in England, the toe to toe both game England. And to me, for bound to at them. But I don't know who's an American say. At the Ghanaian, sir, if you are your coach and now your team, now result no. And Shasi and Koyana, Bibika Krabina, doubting us as Yabano. And yes, idea. I think that and call you one coach. Now, kind of the World Cup, no Ghanaian few say he's the man. But I don't know. All of a sudden, your game against Croatia, and then you kind of say Colombia, no, as a doubt kakra ababat. We went to the West Naba, Niakin Kai Ediamana, Yan from Ghana Premier League, 2026-27 season of Fishers, no, and so Ababontina said they did kind I confirm Yamamono. Yami Adama, a free league, a chance here, September 4th, September 7th, 2026. Now, we are May 28th to 31st of 2027 next year. And that league, you know, you bet me about a year. Now, over YouTube and Short TV, yeah, the first, you know, from day one, I copy the last one, I bet me about, and so the 2026-27 season, and so emu. Now, so I mean, say time to be bringing, you know. Osho aye Monday one na the did league na no WB. In fact, afia and I'm so boy league ni bi. Into omo ye newly promoted side. Omo ya Asante Kotoko. Edna ade ebe pem so. House of Folk be kobrekum. Sorry, omo tena enkran. Na omo ni brekum Chelsea about dreams. Any defending champions Mediama. Edna ebabo Pando Heart of Lions. Ebabo Ediana. It is some do the first game of against a Pando Heart of Lions. Becham United, Ababo Kame, a baby and the Gold Stars. Vision, Ababo Young Apostles. Na Samotex Abo Karela, na Baseke Holy Stars. And so Abo a year All Blacks Bobo Kuno. Na Yenya Potitia, almost Afia, and na Omoba in League in almost an FC, a Ashanti Gold. And so almost so Omumi Nano Afiana almost free division 1 joining a league, you know. Now some of Fobisas and any the Super Cup, sorry, the Super Cup, you know. Time being and also Yababo Osho Fishes in Ba a Monday 13 na sa game na Asante Kotoko and it be home first. Yami Adama in December 4th to 7th. Na Asante Kotoko Trefi Abo a House of Folk now return league and so no. Between April 30th and then May 3rd, 2027. Now, House of Folk in Swako Trankai. Now, our Kame Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Ayala, Fishers and Abba.
Oh, March the 30. So March the 13th, March the 30th.
30, yes. And yeah, the ball second round as well.
The magic number for the Super Class this is here 3.
Aye, okay, 13 and then 30.
3 no, and my first comment here, say Fishers Barbon Timpano, then you know, say
league never started.
Marriage. The House of Folk still have not named the coach. And you know, they've not started pre-season. Now, in Komwe, they be IED. and so yɛnkɔ yɛnim da wo. And ɛnyɛ sɛ bi a nipa na ɛpɛ asɛm anaasɛ nipa na ɛpɛ kasa. But Rich, sɛ obi yɛ House of Folk supporter paa na ɔnyɛ worried about the club a ɛne nipa kɔ na no yɛ mmoa
ebi anu agya has
ebia because ɛnneɛma nkɔ yie. Rich, say, oh, major things to fix our football club. When do you fix it? Off season. Ya bo league we ya off season. In between off season in na house wo painful ho. Bibi monumental BNC. Now we've entered into pre-season.
So now has in your coach in Puna. Watch that down best starting the pre-season.
Rich, what the young fan say? Minu ye nim. Say has are going through the process to pay Rennie Hedenk. Young fan say minu ye nim. Say has a ye maki coach. And in a dim komo at all. Young fan say assistant coaches CSC Olele Nebabe has goalkeeper trainer Sam Komuniya yen to see him. Young fan say ni na no cre. But Rich, the timing of Enumabino is problematic. Couldn't House of Folk have done all of these things during the off season? So they be anka by this time anka omo twemu ho krada dadanka and one say omo zoom into action. But no pre-season period no, and has a finishing tactics to all these things. Doesn't it worry you? Me worries me. And see, me magina hanya to say House of Folk companion for omunya ade no hwe. They are doing something about it. But my problem then say your both season we da no. I wouldn't say you need to put all these things in place and son you starting next season. Adentina we play and by this time hey do your house coach waba and come on say di we starting the pre-season. House of Folk etia Rennie Hedenk kisika free ho. Now they are ekwemo bia they can buy players. But Rich, ya kwa ba do pre-season fixtures about one thing and we are still intimate house in common beyond this topic. Problem.
Go about season if you are na only did a party ways.
Yes.
Think about now their list.
Rich, maybe catch yourself per my information. The decision to sack Didi was taken as far back as February last year for insubordination. And it has new from the board to omom pay for when you say season ku awie na Didi ya pamano. And no nko ya pamano technical team ni nyina. Me problem ni say o see etore bia on omom di ku nanim ni empanyimfo. And you understand they are busy people. But Rich, no craning yamianim sebi football no so we nimbre and it is better you don't come close to it. And to obedient me for excuse Emma me say oh ayala ya pese baby bia for ho but our time na work na ebia we are busy doing other things na House of Folk so e
dia na moye.
No, the evidence we are doing yes.
MD near you almost to them.
Yes, other folks should be part of your priority. No matter who you are, we are board member, we are bank be a board member, we are Juma private person be Togbe is a very business busy man. But what we are saying is say what you to also say has a kind of responsibility what they are. And then also who say the timing of say Oberman you my here Juma has no is very crucial. Yeah, but season we akọ off season has intimi and finalizing nyoma bia now ya ba pre-season a ya be discuss players be na team neto players be when they coach team no afei momuna look at what media are doing. they are almost buying all their players they need to buy. And when I look at unveiling the defender, very nice. They are in Ivory Coast. Coach Tanko Dadao. I want the technical team that was starting the preseason. House of folk, Munyanum Kotoko. I almost know new coach is a one. Quickly, Fabia started preseason. I never crown or 2 and a mombi. At the end of and right, don't detach preparation from results.
Very, very important.
Don't detach it. Until you start season, now on your market, you see, most of the time, what this thing at the back and say, you started season, now you are doing a preseason
within the season.
Yeah,
it's true.
It's so bad.
The double season, baby, in a house. Fumble.
Major problem.
Rich, season young. Mehe Kotokone has first 5 matches. No, now my projections be na me pouch na me remu ye pa. But as my director of sports air can. Yeah, man, penny for ntiase uti. How to folk. Different from W United move. Men disrespected the BB. Omuntiase say upe club no a certain level. Say we are arguing say obe niema say aye niema troka say rich me can no crash o. Me season ni Kotokone has me gina omo so. Mom fancy mutrim. Omo anya adwuma na fire ne beba. Utie. Edru baby na judu ha adwene na disrespect here. But mo kan ho because you know the reason. Sheni pump my support Kotokone has. Reasons so among for the Kotokone has a different from Rekum Chelsea. So ya way. And Tian Chimamonia Nema Troka. Into the Niama say I am carry. Name me season national results in my better sound or soon. But Richard, as my like
because already has a folk name what transfer back.
No, they have to be serious.
Don't even solve us our problem. Nan-10% kasa break when your coach am when you fair idea
me try dey be tie asem we dey aboti wom enie sorry to say this but bufu sem we asem we mu ne say owie obekwa kofa coach aba coach ne be ba nim danger wom has per dey akeka kona foreigner na ode neighbor me wa foreigner na ode neighbor no onim Ghana league ani so enim players no at a disadvantage say ya obey ni say ya owie nso ana the cat kama ba obepamu coach owie no aka kire mo say coach no na me pese ojelik tie na me pese ojelik wantimi anjelik ntin ma apamo no na you serious obeka ni see atre o mebwa
odo go FIFA
meba didi dramani what the oyede man had to folk problems in na echi and transfer ban in na dey in na echi apart from insubordination cat all mo dey buy opariado ba be justify or say den tin on pamo no or say the level of person the has echo and yes no kan wantimi amfo mo anko next so sanko mo jelik so justify tape ne da ho ye remfi you yeah ani esebi ye twen se ebebo season enti coach oba no e kire se ye na ba so jelik and yes na kire
sure
na coach
Kotokone has there
right
so your coach na be so ma the ultimate is a jelik
right coach a person jelik no say ne no say ne ye coach a person jelik because hey as my director of sports can reach me try the
man serious o
hey rich
when some come out you
jelik
because all this I thought that did you are run
rich
you might be grammar so seriously
ayala team be a person jelik be no so nye good pre-season Ghana ha metro time na ba sure for ba ya obosti say obeje league no with ease na nye bibia o share pre-season or the Kotoko ye so obeka ya Kotoko pre-season ba ko munya the right pan was ba sure for time even under Herbert Mensah so obeka ya Kotoko chain team mumienu na ebi South Africa na ebi nso All League no Vodacom Challenge Cup that period na hu se Kotoko bola wa piki rich stadia dia bi wo nsenchire cup na omobo no maduna ba so da nsenchire cup no offer ne tra on se wo pe pre-season ba ko pe proper pre-season e de omo nsenchire cup no me ba 2023 inso atreman no kan nsenchire cup no meboa se inso atreman AGFA cup it tells you say a prepare ni ye media ma nkonko bo nsenchire cup league anya media ma na air league winner waduna ba ho ne so sansen check up no mo bo no enti etofe no mo ebo mo ye rich Wow, oh, fa coach in terrain, no. Oh, sounds now got set tight corner we.
Nancy, so I try to be here. How's the first game be our Ghana Premier League and go?
Adding pa.
Oh, boy, again, Becum Chelsea.
Rich, that you send the ref in the whole Becum Chelsea make I last season. Has Asa Kotoko super class in Wien. Okay, so we are on the Becum Chelsea ACI. On the Becum Chelsea CI and a game near draw. And to any Becum Chelsea boy adding, now steady how to focus the first 5 matches over. Sure, I bebo Becum Chelsea. Oh. Obo Becum Chelsea we are no away to baby any Gold Stars. Rich Yasemio. Gold Stars. Last season or say house or make I part me no Augustine watching omu bomb 2-1 ya or sen wo ho. We are no babebo Bechem United. Bechem on any day. Akaso betete house or tete. Won the first 5 matches and league Rich nyamia ye di league nechi acha match no ade bi. League no beje first 5 matches nechi. So beje Ghana League. First 5 matches edimu akutini yi. Owia no asanko away to Kerala United.
But how fits name who?
At the year, Owia utie no asabo against Dreams FC. Another boogie side for Hartford. Or Tete has a power baby obesia ni bia. Omfane nyehwe. So first 5 matches, how difficult eh? Ose still me coaching zone ready. Na ada me bo esi for so kran kema medri. And I went to say the near airport man and I say take it for no man. No, Charlie, you people got to be serious because with all due respect, and yes, I would just say Mourinho be an answer, Pep Guardiola be a same predecessor. You who necessary than able, rich. And yes, say be a muka coach be an necessary. You who be a Ghana League Lumo be an answer care day. And Tessa, yeah, bro.
Which in the last 3 seasons, and come over pan idea about House of Folk, omu goal scoring problem. Now, even in sa time na ni yeka somu problem with omu goal scoring, no. At least you say in the land of the blind, one eye man is king.
Yes.
Inti no omunti mimpunche no. Over Hamza Isa bet mama best 6 goals be serving na Mauli Wayo mu sheshebi. And now me know kase. Both Hamza and Mauli Wayo are off to South Africa.
Yes. Omuko.
Inti omukra no mo ho na no mo ho ko na enye enough no. What transfer ban na won't be fa bi meka ho. Omanu mo ho no mpokra no is leaving. It has critically we need all concentration and everything to be ready. Coach or omuto players, the Hearts are going to fix a new team. They are going to fix a new team. And that new team, no, the environment must be right to click. Because Okoto strikers never see here. They must now come find partnership with midfielders. Rich.
It's serious.
One way out. Ubeka some nama. So be on Chobaka say you are trying to paint the picture say as a mom or nim do moye. And yes, I know omunim do moye. But you see, so say I am person moye bibia. Me amiti hey. I'm a team chef from studio hey. I will need to see the evidence of the official thing being done. Mean to me, I can't propagate and no more moye until it is announced. Say, I deal with any it is happening. Something must happen.
No, serious uti. Enti ubibia obema ubibia jegu. Enye prophet of doom. Rich, no credit say how to full supporters akuma 80. This is a club over the past 2, 3 to almost 4 seasons. Or battle with relegation we're free and nyamu. The level we see him say how to folk there or bar or jeleg no. We're free send nyam. A drew baby after the relegation crown or battle with. Rich, wouldn't the Amaya league near you? Make sure trend the beer buy a league no money you. Say your leg no steady. Me patro FC Samatex or ball leg no less than 4 seasons. So J Lake me boy. Less than 4 seasons so. Samatex a boy or J Lake. E do na the main quantity and cry sign record no be say or free division 1 buy now no baba beje. Steady idea. Baby any Gold Stars less than 4 seasons me boy. One J Lake. And can be being sure say leg no. E mu ya na yedin. Enti amase say nkra no with all due respect omu mu ade odim de enti omu mu ade. Se nkra no believe say ani mpanyimfo na ba be pe. Sa leg no. Enye so special say say opese oji a wuntimi nje. Enti Gold Stars Samatex omu nyina leg no omu agibi na steady in the past 2-3 seasons. Ye ball leg ya mo kotoko ne hasidin. Wan mu din ye bo.
Summer Tex, Mediema,
Gold Stars. I know when say league no more for bomb.
And she signings are Mediema. With all the team on the J last season. You
been time wafa kokofa echedogli no. Enti fuzi tell akoin no. Echena baba be say nanai. Replacement papa. Omo de say Mediema de osi enya time ni edi ne ho nkomo ne signings all ye. Rich and seriously in recent times Mediema chest on him leg ne chen haso. Now the who suni. Mediema abo Africa 2 seasons ago abo Africa meboa. Wabo Champions League abo real group stage. So we're saying you some level of experience. Feel good factor be abanimu. Dreams FC abo Africa bar ko semi-finals. And to feel good factor be abba. Recently yeah ranking Dreams FC the whole Africa 126. Kotoko why house why. So baby omo kekako. So some teams ni nyina for now no omo some level of experience. Mediema within 5-year period. What like twice?
How's as a media? To be honest with you, Ayala na chuma address because I thought that Didi is still around. I'm telling you, your boss is in the Rihanna house and in the party ways. Up to now has any coach.
No new coach.
Now can say I'm up and down. I'm the best start on pieces.
Only coach, only strikers. That because is Hamza Issa says by next week,
even time class I'm a bodu. Dominate a league, no. That's your problem with goal scoring.
Oh, of course. Now, because
last season,
that season, no. Now a branch away midfielder, tinting the O2 kind, almost midfielder has midfielder na Odmitino or side the goals. Or yeah, the near the pa. Oh, has midfielder. One of the finest midfielders of one more edges are like. Sapir Nina no said that.
The 627 season of Fishers, no, and so Ababontin. I said, they can confirm your mama. No, Yami Adama, a free league, you know, a chance here September 4th, September 7th, 2026. Now, we are May 28th to 31st of 2027 next year. And that league, you know, you bet me about a year. Now, over YouTube and Short TV, yeah, they. Fishers, no, from Mad Day 1, I copy him the last one, I bet me abo, and so the 2026-27 season, no, and so emu. Now, said I mean, say time to be bringing, you know, so Ayala, in fact, better in me, and I answer in
Commander August, who has a fool in Sembre. Now, got so many Mukush, so you knew addition be a back. Now,
say, if you're among Pese. Ebe sa CZBI ebe start here 15 go 20 come 15 go 20 come ebi on person baby
basa samba oneko kama akọ obi say this
e bia omo ne de omo pe one or two bi aba come
Tinkler.
So no so no
and so sexual this
because preseason now started
also mo
na time be na the players
exactly na you see we dey nim say a pom program no say obi adam for to Emmanuel entry on abrante kasa
you feel Olympics by
no kan chene say sebi on that some coast football wa bobo na ba attend into a professional footballer before beba ma team bi no on the sign contract answer rich you can nowhere in this world have a contract with a company and say me nye adwuma ni biem like me nye biem nti ebesi se kotoko start omo assemble omo players medicals ever preseason on my etin gran say kotoko no mi mobiem in this professional era
ebi onim breach of contract
nti obi ni nkasa somebody should sebi talk some sense into his head
onyen ten
na on who say our contract. And yes, this is not how you're conducting as a professional footballer. Bet to a season about started. Into bet be a biano. Yencha ever the number 1 betting platform. Ever Ghana have bet to already 10 good years. Now send on mobile here on 1 year in Naya can boom. Now you celebrated 10 years of goodness. No bet to say omunye enjoy crowd. Omodaso best partners when it comes to betting. Into www.betway.com.gh. betway.com.gh. No abeka betway ebusia no ho na wa man have a very very good season to see you discussing local foreign leagues best start pre-season games best start anytime obi a ko betway a obenya agudie bi e the enye sports and crana casino games or virtual games it is the best you can get intimate show for ho be don betway ebusia no undi 18 years a untimi ntwa bet what the 18 years dia any betway se men kan cho say Betway Eddie Emma Betway ana almost get way more.
About you sorry, Ekofa Dumkasi no di amamnyame adoma. Ochina 9 o'clock. Yanemu ebeshia our weekend sports no. And so Adumkasi eto aso.
Computer